Welcome to live chat.
Let me see.
I don't know if it said remember to behave or what.
Whoops.
So I'll just go to
Let's see. Search
my
it.
channel.
Not that guy. Dang it. All right.
Anybody there?
Hello?
We got 0 people so far. Tell time isn't it? Yeah. It's 6:58.
Well, you got like 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 or 3 minutes.
What the hell is... Oh, here we go. That'd be me. That's gonna be weird. That'd be me. That's gonna be weird. Uh-oh. That's gonna be weird. Right. Oh! That's gonna be weird. Zip and Sarah are here. That's gonna be weird. Zip and Sarah are here. Oh, I'm gonna have a wicked echo. Fuck.
Just turn it down.
There we go. Muted.
We don't, yeah, I was gonna say, all we need to do is read.
Let's see. Shadow Apple Coal. I'm here. So
Raw Farms. Hey, yeah, I forgot to remind you earlier.
Oh, he's here. Kevin Richards. It's not 7 yet.
It's 6:59. It's close enough.
Close enough. Tammy Cole.
Tammy.
John Cole.
No, that's Zip's sister.
Well, all right.
Here, you want me to hold it? Because I'm older than you, so I'm blind. I'm gonna be.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna be like this all night.
I don't
long
have
to
any.
read
Well,
people.
we can see him right there too.
I know, but those are really small.
Really
to
small.
Look at.
I don't have any cheaters yet.
It'd be
I gotta get
easier
some
if the
cheaters.
phone was upright, but we both fit in the screen with it being sideways.
We gotta
So.
wait for the tractor.
Holy shit, Wilson Chandler, hello from Rome, New York.
Dang.
Murphy,
Murph!
we got our first person from down under.
The Aussie. Cool.
Cousin Dave's in. Get after it. Rick Bork. Hey, Rick.
Get it.
You're one that I wanted to ask. How do you do the blue wrenches? How do you do the moderators? Somebody that knows it, tell me.
What the hell's a blue wrench?
It's so that like if some asshole comes in and wants to talk shit, whoever's got a blue wrench next to their name can toss the asshole into timeout.
Oh.
Yeah, works
They can
pretty
get
good.
kicked.
Yep, works pretty good.
Yeah, but talking to assholes is kind of fun. Sometimes.
Sarah, Steve Mack, hello everyone. Jeff, what's up? So now-
I'm telling you what, there's some timely people
No.
here. All of a sudden, just wham, 7 o'clock.
click on the name, select make them a moderator.
Mono.
Click on the name, select, all right, hold this, because I'm
Holding.
gonna try and, all right, I'm gonna tip you up. Orientation is locked. All right, I'm not gonna tip you up. Okay, I just pushed on you, Rick. It says add moderator. All right, did Rick get a blue wrench next to him?
Rick Bork.
Yeah. Now it says remove moderator, so he must have.
Somebody's in my. Yep, there he is. Got it. We
All
got
right.
it. We got it. Rick's
All
good.
right, Rick, you can kick off any assholes.
Rick, you're in charge of some shit.
Let me get
Your problem.
I'll get a few more people when I can scroll down
We got
to
we got like 25. That's cool.
Murph. Murph needs to be a moderator. Is Murph blue now?
How do I find Murph? There he is. I don't know if it. Rick, Murph.
I'm gonna make Raw Farms a moderator too. Hang with us. I'm just gonna do 3 or 4 because I'm not gonna sit here and try and do everybody that pops in. Jeff, we'll make you a moderator.
Murph's got it now. He's got a wrench.
All right, we made Jeff Weinstock a moderator. All right, that's good enough. Fuck it.
Moving on.
There's 4 of you that can
So we got 28 that you had now.
throw people out.
Driving from Auburn can talk.
We got 9 thumbs up. Don't forget to push that while you're in.
Hee.
So, all right, for everybody that's in, if you are not subscribed to him yet, go to Barn Talking and subscribe to him. That way we can get him to 1,000, and we can actually do Barn Talking these things
In the barn.
in his barn when it's warmer.
in the spring.
Yeah, if we do it in the wintertime, it's still gonna be here because the heat's on.
You're like 60. That's
Yeah,
fine.
we got it at
That's
60,
fine.
so.
That's fine.
But it won't be 60 up there. But all right, so what's everybody got to say? I know you just want to listen to us bitch, but what do you got to say?
Yeah. How about a topic?
Here we go.
Like, I don't know, let's see, Cuomo wanting to raise taxes.
Oh, wait.
Allegedly so far just on the rich.
Wait, before you go into that, I got one thing I got to tell him, because in case you hear me say some strange things tonight, like, I know you're watching, Mr. Executive Editor. I know you're watching, Cayuga County people. All right, last night was our last legislative meeting of the year. And lo and behold, surprise, there was a resolution. I won't tell you the whole thing, but it was basically condemning me for the video him and I did last week because I said a bad word about our health director. I said she was a
Female dog.
If you look it up, it's female, dog, wolf, fox, and otter. How do they get otter out of that? That's weird, but anyways.
Never heard that one, an otter.
For, finding small businesses that are trying to just survive and all that. So anyways, long story short, the executive editor of our local rag called one of my fellow legislators, and that's how this whole thing got started. So I know you're watching, Jeremy. Because you just want to do...
Auburn citizen?
Yeah, the Auburn citizen. Because you just want to do whatever you can to me. So I know you're watching.
But what's worse, though, being called a female dog or a racist?
Well, I've been called both in the past 6 months, so, that's how his channel started.
That's fine.
Carl Jacobson from Kansas.
Carl!
How you doing, Carl? So we got locals. We got Sarah, Kevin, obviously Zip. Sarah and Zip are they're from the same place, same household. So those are the locals that I see that we got.
So we go
Pittman has been waiting for this. This gentleman, now I don't know your name, sir, because that's how you come on my channel is Pittman, but your comment today, I think it was today, was awesome. You're a 75-year-old farmer who doesn't watch much on YouTube because there's not much you like, but you like my channel, and you hate regular TV, which I can go along with, but I did tell him this will be over before 9, because one of the only shows I like is on at 9, which is Magnum PI. So, plus tomorrow's our last hunting, tomorrow's the last weekend of regular season here, so gotta go hunting. But I like Magnum, I'm sorry.
Maggie, baby.
Murphy.
What?
We got the country, Mad Swiss. He follows me on Instagram too. Yeah, and you guys can follow him on Instagram too. It's just, what does your Instagram come up as?
I think it's just got my name on it, James Zoo.
Just James Zoo. Yeah.
It's too much. I'm not very technical.
Toe ball, you old fossil. Jimmy Carlisle, another one from down under. We got 2 people in from.
36, y'all?
Yeah, Rick, I'm not a racist neither. I can barely walk. I mean, fast, One time I walk fast, if I got to go really bad or,
Right now.
Northern Wisconsin farming. Good evening, fellas. Good evening.
Wisconsin, Kansas.
Yeah, we got
Australia.
Wisconsin, Kansas, Rick's in Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh, minute.
We got
Minnesota.
Australia covered right now. Mad Swiss, where are you from? Tell us. Where exactly are you from? So we got Pennsylvania covered because that's where Raw Farms are. Because him and I chat back and forth on Instagram.
How to get big John Deere tractor.
We got Ohio covered. Mad Swiss on terrible Canada. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep, Canada.
Oh, so I bet you that dude knows about the Rebel News place, and if not, dude from Canada, you need to look up Rebel News and start listening to what that guy has to say. I just caught him last night. That guy, he's fighting a good fight for y'all up there because I thought we had it bad. Y'all with Trudeau, that crazy
Fairy.
fucker.
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Well,
'Cause then
he's not one of our
I'll go from racist,
Our
sexist
political,
to
you know,
homophobic.
political, not a leader, but no one in our country. So we're allowed to pick on them. I would assume, maybe, I don't know, probably not.
You're not allowed to pick on anybody. You know that.
Everybody's,
Ryan McLean, he's in the house now. Rural Life with Ron. Let's see, you're Illinois, so we're getting the Midwest covered.
damn.
Do
Time's out in Illinois.
you think your best New York bud is watching, Andy? I have no idea.
I
if
see you,
he's-
but I'm not a subscriber. Well, smash that button, Jay.
Yeah, well, that's because I picked on him in the chat. Well, stop texting me, dumbass. It comes up on my phone. Jesus. Yeah, my wife watches him a lot. Pierre something and Randy Hillier are really stepping up here.
Pierre.
Those are two guys. That's the one she watches. The one guy you just said. He's the dude from Canada. I think that's sexual harassment there, Andy. Yeah, well.
Forgot to read the manual.
We were going to start it out each wearing a mask, and I was really going to rail on those of you from Cuga County that are watching, because you know you are, and here's how I know you are. Okay, the little video I put out Monday or Tuesday, 53 seconds, whatever it was, announcing that me and this clown were going to do this tonight. It's up to 1,400 views all of a sudden, like since
After
yesterday. I mean, it just,
last
yeah.
legislator meeting.
Our video together last week, his has gone up. You know, I think I went up 20 subscribers today. So I know you're all watching. Yeah, Jeremy, you're watching, Mr. Executive Editor of the Rag, the local Rag.
That's how they getting their big news.
Yeah. So Rick, I got a question for you. Since you're in Minnesota, I saw something interesting.
Minnesota.
I'm pretty sure it was. Do you have a senator? Last name of Jensen or Johnson, something like that. He was talking about how all these, basically like we all know and we've all said, the big money COVID, and how the higher stages of COVID, the more money they get.
Oh yeah.
This dude's a doctor, in case you're wondering. He's a doctor from Minnesota. So, and he's also in one of your senators. And he was saying the highest paycheck they get is when somebody's intubated.
Oh yeah. That was like that here.
So, how many people you think got the old tube down the throat that really didn't need it? Because the biggest paycheck was behind that.
Well, that's how the wife had a friend of hers down in Pennsylvania that was hated fucking Trump. No way, no, just no force feeding her the red pill until the pandemic popped up, and she's a high-end nurse down in Pittsburgh, and she's seen what they were doing because no one's coming in and getting their paid shit done. So the hospitals are struggling for money because that's how they make their fucking money. Is people coming in and paying to have shit done. Now everyone's scared to death and locked in their fucking houses and not having anything done. The hospitals are starving to death. So they were getting, I believe it was around anywhere between $3,500 and $8,000 for just diagnosing for COVID. And if they get intubated, it was $35,000 to $40,000 a head.
Yeah, I heard 39,000.
That was down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Last winter, not this time, but peak pandemic time.
Tim Southard, you need Al Gore to fix your internet. So I watch this without spooling every 2 seconds. Yeah, good luck. No, Al's too busy working with Greta to fix the environment. Because if you recall, you know, I think we said this last time.
12 years, right?
Every
10 years?
every 10 or 12 years, you know, the country's gonna end. We've been
every
hearing that
10
since Al Gore, and he was what, mid-90s?
Yeah,
And
that
then when
20
Clinton was
years
there?
ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not done yet. I mean, hurry up already.
Well, one of the biggest things, if you remember, he said was New York City was going to be eaten up by the ocean. Well, you can bet that we're fucking waiting for that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Please eat it up.
Bye.
Cut it off. Let it float around to California and hook on to them. We're
That's why
good with
they just chick hand indoor eating
it. All right,
down in New York City.
Cole Wyben's son says in Iowa, every hospital gets $30,000 for every person in with COVID in it. Yep. What are you smoking, Andy? It's one of my little Swisher Sweet cigars. Come on. Well, you think I'm, no. We're drinking beer, but we're not.
Her.
Good news this year, though. There is no flu. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mad Swiss,
Yeah.
exactly.
No shit.
If you notice my one post I put up on Instagram earlier, God, I can't even remember where it was. I don't even think it was in the United States. It was another, I don't know, wherever it was, they said and yeah, it was out towards California way or something, where normally they would have like 17,000 flu cases by now or something, and they've had 360.
Isn't that funny?
And if you recall, back, I think late December, first part of January, they were talking about how this was going to be a record flu year here in this country. Record flu! Because we'd already had quite a few apparently late last fall. How many flu deaths do we have now? Anybody know?
They're all COVID deaths.
Yeah, none. Because they're all
Everything's
COVID
being
deaths.
Labeled COVID.
Yeah. Cliff Bay's flu is more deadly than COVID. What the hell is Cliff Bay's flu? Oh, Cliff Bays is the person. Sorry. Cliff Bays. Now that's a new one. Is he one of your guys?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
How you doing, Cliff?
Yeah, hey Cliff. Subscribe to both of us. So, Lee Harris. Okay, so I'm late. Yep, you're late, but not that late. It's only what? Not even quarter after 7. Dirty Eric, need
You
more
got it?
beer.
I
He
ain't
just
even
went and got
started
one.
I haven't even started yelling yet.
He just went and got another beer, so we'll be good. Don't worry. The fridge has got beer in it.
Hear that noise right there?
Yeah.
So every adult human knows that noise next to it, the pump action noise of a shotgun.
These damn cigars don't stay lit, though. That's the only problem with them.
That means you won't get the cancer. Oh wait, no, you will get the cancer.
Yeah,
They put the shit in there to make it go out.
whatever.
That's fine.
When the big man upstairs wants me, he can take me.
Tally ho, let's go.
Speaking of which, loading a load of corn today. Again, loading all my January corn now. Today it went up to 50. It was sunny. Yeah. Because in January, it'll probably be colder than
Well, next week we're gonna be in the 20s.
freaking witch's tit. So I'm glad that next week we're in the 20s and snow. So anyways, Rick Bork, Andy, can't even tell the difference between the username and the comment. This is going to be fun. Oh, doing it the way you're doing it. There you go. And I just get done loading a load of corn. That's Murphy. He loves corn. Whenever I load corn, Murphy. I'm sorry, and I didn't film it, Murph. I'm sorry. I'm in the shop. It's like, I don't know. It was this morning, and the broker texts me. He says, "Can you load a load of corn today?" Never knew anything about it. I said, "Yeah, fine." He goes, "Okay, probably between 1 and 2." I'm like, "All right." So at like 20 after 11, my phone rings. It's the trucker. "Hey, I'll be there in 15 minutes." Oh, okay. So I started loading corn. But anyways, I get done loading corn. My doctor's office calls. Supposed to have my yearly physical next Tuesday. So I said, nah, we won't do that. The girl on the phone, she's like, well, why not? I said, well, when this bullshit's over, I'll come in and do it. I said, can you tell me when we're going to stop being in Nazi Germany? Well, no, of course I can't. Do you want me to just reschedule it? I said, no. How about I'll call you when this bullshit's over? Well, I'll call you too, she says. And I'm like, last April, I had a wicked sinus infection. Couldn't get any doctor to see me. I ended up having to do a telemetal, whatever the fuck them things are, in order to get a prescription. But now, we're in the big surge. Way worse than April. They want you to come
They
in.
want you to come in so they can pump you up full of all their bullshit.
Well, they need the money too,
Right, too.
because nobody's going to the doctors because they got shut down from everything. And this was the part that pisses me off the most, though, is she says, "Well, you got to have a telemedical whatever conference with the doctor then in order to stay on your prescriptions, because I take for cholesterol, which my cholesterol is not that high. I take a 5 milligram thing." So I said, well, what's that got to, what's that going to consist of? Well, he'll call you and ask you how the medicine's working for you. Work the same today as it did yesterday, last week, last month, and probably tomorrow. There you go. We're done. We've finished it. What do you want? The child just walked in.
The child.
So
Appearance.
I said, why do we need to do the telemedicine thing? So you can bill my insurance $150?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty basically. What are you doing?
Ain't nothing
Chelsea's.
While
All right.
I'm over here,
Well, at least come over here between us and say hi to everybody.
While I'm over here, I should at least get my water.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Chelsea has showed up.
Hello.
50. Oh, damn, we got 51.
Chelsea
people.
was off
You're
Christmas.
popular, Dad.
Chelsea was off Christmas shopping with a friend who's a boy,
He was on it in the car.
who I'm assuming you took home.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
With the turbo.
No, she's in the other car, not the chainsaw and steroids.
Not taking mom's turbo for no joyriding.
Sarah Foster says hi, Chelsea.
Hello, Sarah Foster.
Cold
Hello,
outside.
Sarah
Let's get a
Foster.
jacket on.
Yeah, why are you
What is
running
it?
around with no
It's-
jacket
I
on?
have a jacket in the car, but I was hot in the car.
Oh my God.
Sound like your mom.
All right, go to the house.
Get out of here. Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat food.
Go eat food
Pizza
then.
and wings again tonight?
Christopher Lindsley says hi, Chelsea.
Hello.
All right. She says hello. Now she's leaving. Rich Maniscalco said hello, Chelsea. Goodbye.
She gone now.
Murphy says, good day, Chelsea. She's gone. She's gone to the house.
We'll
to
pass
eat.
that on.
Yeah, we'll pass that on.
I had one of those telehealth bullshits from the VA this
All right, who's fucking with me? Because Upstate Bill, New York says, hello, Andy. Somehow I don't think this is the real him. Yeah, he's the one that my last video was about.
Well, hi, Bill.
It's the psycho follower. Bill, is that really you?
Bill.
Because I've said all along you've still been following me.
Bill.
Can we be buddies again, Bill? Can we?
It's me.
I'm not going to get 12 blades for my brush hog, though, Bill, just so you know. But, all right. Go off, Jim.
Well-
go off on something.
Well, you're talking about that.
Holy
your
fuck, what
telehealth
happened to your phone
fucking-
here? Get that sumbitch back to normal.
Well, it's
Why'd it
fucking
twist on me?
Samsung. You're like my old man, touching buttons and shit. See?
Well,
You just gotta hold it.
I like your phone. Oh, it's big, so I
I
can
know,
read it
I'm
better.
blind as fuck too. I just don't have glasses.
Upstate Bill, New York says, it's me. The friend that's a boy cracks me up. Yeah. I just struggle to say boyfriend. I mean, she's my one and
I'm
only.
so glad I do not have daughters. Oh,
Oh, fuck you. Now I know it ain't Bill. Upstate Bill, New York. I love you, Andy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can leave then, Bill.
liar, liar, pants for height. So no, I had one of those fucking telehealth things the other day from the VA. It's a joke. Of course, the VA, it's not like I have any insurance, so the VA just, has to cross their T's and
Yes,
dot
sir.
their I's or whatever. But then there's always a pre-call. And they're like, it was just kind of funny. I got a laugh out of it. And actually, the woman that made the call, she was laughing too. So she's like, this is, so-and-so, whatever. Just wanting to make sure that you're all set for your phone call with Dr. So-and-so. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, cool. And she's like, so what are we doing for a flu shot this year? I was like, nope. And she's like, none whatsoever? Nope, never had it. Not gonna get it. Nope. I'm all set. Are we wearing a mask? Nope. Are we social distancing? Nope. Been doing that the whole time since the last, since fucking 2019. When the world was the way it's supposed to be.
Well, yes, you social distance all the time.
Well, that part, yeah.
Yeah.
These fuckers, I'm in fucking Lowe's. I walk in and all these assholes are giving me the fucking look because I don't have the face diaper on. And these assholes, they got stickers on the fucking floor, right? And these fuckers are right up each other's fucking ass, and they're mugging me when I'm walking in the door because I don't have a fucking face diaper on. But these assholes are shoved right up each other. Hey, I'm protected. Fuck you. It's all bullshit. Everyone knows it's fucking bullshit. Ooh.
He called me earlier and started it on the phone. I'm like, dude, wait till tonight. I mean, hey, my
It doesn't take much.
cousin Scott, good to see you. Scott Small Farming. They're out in North Carolina.
Damn.
He's a good old dude.
We are spanning the
He
globe
says,
nation.
he says, thanks, Jimmy, for your service.
No problem. It was fun, not so often, but sometimes yes.
Sarah says, now that is the Jimmy we want to see. You ought to be sitting here next to him. I should have put my earplugs in.
It's kind of like a diesel engine. Once you get her cranked up,
I
and
know.
going,
He
it's-
calls me.
Yeah.
I'm watching TV. It's
Did you
like right
fucking
after
see that
lunch.
shit?
And he calls me about something that starts going off. I'm like, what are you doing? Wait till tonight to go off, man.
Save that for later.
I'm like, save it. What are
It
you
doesn't
doing?
take much. It doesn't take. That's what. Well, see. So everyone knows now that any of y'all that may follow.
Thanks,
me, whatever.
Jeff, because I don't think it's really upstate New York, Bill, because he said he loved me, and I know he doesn't.
He don't.
But throw his ass in timeout anyhow. I'm good with it.
But anyway, I'll watch something, or the wife will pull some shit up on her phone or whatever. Most 99.99% of the time is some garbage I see on the fucking social media, and my mind will just start. The gears are grinding so hard. I'm going to the fucking barn right now.
I can hear it from my house.
And the wife's like, okay, we'll see you in a little bit. And I go out there and I spew my 10 cents. 99% of the time I'm bitching about something. I'd really much rather try to figure out solutions, but there's what we're talking about now, there is solutions, but we would probably get in trouble on the boob tube.
Then he texts me. He says, well, I was just in the barn. I'm like, okay, I'll go to YouTube. I got to watch it.
Pretty sure I could hear that from my house.
Yeah. When I hear the sonic boom, I know it's
Yeah.
Jim's head just exploded.
Well, you talked about the DMV last time, and I wanted to fucking punch babies when I went to that bullshit. It's to do as I see. What kills me. So I'm a good soldier, you know. So I'm not out wanting to hurt people or get anybody sick or whatever. So if this shit was legit, I'm an asshole, but I'm not that big of a fucking asshole. I don't want to. I mean, I literally swore an oath to, protect people. So why would I go about spreading a disease or a virus or whatever?
Kevin,
But they're
what's up?
so fucking full of shit and so biased.
I agree with you, Kevin.
They put all this fucking garbage out, all these fucking mandates, and none of these assholes follow a goddamn one of them. That asshole from Texas telling people from, I think it was it Austin? Not Austin. And that's another funny thing. Why is it always the big cities got these liberal fucking mayors? Just a thought.
Why are they the ones that are having all the so-called surge, too?
Here we are in fucking communist New York, with a fucking commie fucking governor. Oop, I better watch my potty mouth about the politicians on here. I can't remember dude's name, but told people.
Furman 4G says yes, it was Austin, Texas.
Was it Austin? Okay, yeah. The asshole that was in fucking Mexico telling his people to stay home. Go way over there and fuck yourself. You're not even following your own mandate and your own fucking rules. Should I bring you like an earplug next time?
That's his phrase line right there. Go over there and fuck yourself.
Way over there, away from me.
Oh, that's right. I
and fuck
forgot the
yourself.
way over part.
Yeah, way over there, like on the other side of the field, the killing fields. Like with Cuomo and his fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, you can't have more than 11 people at your house for Thanksgiving. Then turns around and plans this huge fucking event with his elderly mom. And then gets caught and backpedals and sounds like some kid that forgot to turn in his homework. Fuck you, liar!
Yes, I heard about what happened.
That goes in here
What
like
happened?
a son of a bitch.
Put the screen back.
Oh
The
Jesus!
fucking
You
thing.
keep on touching things, man.
Well, it's like people wearing a mask. They touch their face all the time. You notice
Oh
that?
God!
Don't touch. You notice you don't hear that anymore about touching your face.
There we go.
But
I just gotta play it again.
the people with a mask on are constantly, and then the other thing I
That's
like is
contaminated.
the big bulge out here on the side of their mask where they're, blowing their shit out and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
that's-
yes, whoever it was, because I just lost your
Conversation.
yeah, whoever it was, they mentioned something about the New York State trying to pass a law to make it mandatory to take the
I
vaccine.
just read
Yes,
that.
we've seen that.
It's a some.
Good luck.
I don't have her name. It's just some Democrat. I won't say the B word and get in
Mad
trouble.
Swiss, kind of
But
like
some
be
Democrat
gay way
down
over
in
there.
down in the big city because they know best. They're saying that she's already submitted the bill for legislation to basically make it mandatory if we don't meet the quota. Which how much you want to bet that we won't meet the quota? I
How much
I've
you want to
heard
bet
even-
we don't meet the quota across the country?
Yeah.
Well,
People get sick. That's what happens.
here's a thought, folks. All right. There's what, 325, 330 million people in this country? All right. Sleepy Joe says by January or by the time he's inaugurated, whatever, sometime in January, we're going to have over 300,000 dead neighbors, as they like to call it. I love how they say
Throw the
that.
guilt trip on you, right?
So
You killed your neighbor.
our phones are busy right now because we're reading your comments on Jim's because that's way too goddamn small to read them on there. And my phone's filming this. Somebody do the math for me. Okay, if 10% of 330 million would be what, 33.3 million? So 5% would be, let's round off, 17 million. 2.5% would be 8.5 million. 1.25% would
No,
be
way more
4.25 million.
It's a lot of math.
So half to 0.75% would be 2 point something million. We're talking like off the top of my head, 0.01% of the population in this country has died from COVID.
There's
And-
more people died from fucking hammers.
And we're completely killing the economy. I saw something the other day.
Got numbers for that one. No bullshit. Just read it before I came here. So we surpassed 2 million COVID positives. They just throw all that garbage out, 2 million. 8 million people, 8 million Americans have been pounded into fucking poverty because of these fucking bullshit lockdowns. 2 million positive, that's not deaths allegedly.
Exactly, Scott.
That's just COVID positive. Fuck, I could be sitting here right now, COVID positive, with a little fucking cough.
Yeah, cough
Or
that
someone
way.
could, you coughed that.
I'm older than you.
You lived a good life. Okay. I've had enough. It's such bullshit.
Well, my buddy Kevin here. We got Michigan in the house too now. 'Cause
oh,
Kevin,
Michigan.
Kevin's
You
here from Remembrance Farm. Remembrance Farms LLC. Go subscribe to him if you're not, folks. And Scott Small Farming and things. Go subscribe to my cousin Scott there too. But anyways,
Y'all got it.
Kevin just said he works for a hospital. The
Talk to me, Goose.
flu shot is mandatory to work there,
Yeah,
but they've
healthcare.
told him the COVID shot won't be. Well, how fucked up is that?
What state is that? Michigan?
Michigan.
Wow.
How fucked up is that?
Well, here's a
I
funny
mean,
one, because we're talking about numbers and all sorts of other garbage. And I used to be a fan of NASCAR back in the day, and then I kind of fell out of it. Well, then this year, because that was the only fucking thing on TV to watch.
Oh, and Carl, yes, the supervisor's over on his bed.
Yeah, he's sleeping. He had his bones.
Yep, he had his bones. He's over taking a nap.
So I follow a bunch of NASCAR shit on the YouTube, and there's this one channel. This guy's got millions of subscribers, whatever. And he's going over the 2021 season schedule, where all the different states that NASCAR is going to, attempt to go visit. California, they've already canceled California's race.
Yep.
It's not even 2021 yet.
Watkins Glen will get
Watkins
canceled
Glen, they're hoping because it's in August, but probably not. But this guy was going through, and this guy's got a lot of followers, so I'm sure he's not putting out bullshit. And he came up with all these numbers about, each state, the numbers, like you're allowed to gather 50 people in this state, or you're only allowed to have 35 people here, and this amount of feet there. Like every single fucking state, and even counties are fucking different. Like if this was so bad, how come there isn't just like, this is what we're fucking doing, everybody fucking do it right now? Meanwhile, you got all these Democrats that are putting all this shit in fucking place, and they don't even follow it. And they wonder why there's people like us trying to get the word out saying this is garbage.
But bottom line is, if masks and lockdowns work, why are we doing it again? Because we did it once.
Isn't that the difference?
And why is it?
Insanity.
Why is it you don't hear a bunch of shit about Florida right now? They've been opened up for a while. Why is it you don't hear dick about China anymore? Huh?
Other than
Why don't
the
you hear that?
military being trained in Canada,
Yeah.
which for those of you that live here in New York, that's just up there, just a whisker, not far away. And it's not bullshit. It's not fake news. Watched a couple of things, Tucker for one, and then the Rebel News guy that actually broke that story, who's from Canada.
All right.
Guy had like a 30-page dossier that was accidentally given to him by the Canadian government when he pressed them for information. He was only supposed to get like one sentence answer, and he got a 30-page dossier, if that's what you want to call it or whatever, on all the actions that are going on with the Chinese military doing training and propaganda films in Canada.
All right, we got the EU in because Dirty Eric, you apparently are from the EU because you say they were talking about making it mandatory vaccine in the EU. Also, you put, Europe. I'm also trying to catch up with some past ones here. You also said 0.001% deaths. Yeah, that's what I mean. 0.0, and ain't nobody dying from the flu. Have you heard anything about the flu? No. And this is what pisses me off. People go into hospice, okay? Back to my meeting last night. Hi, Cuba County people and Mr. Executive Editor. It was just ironic that, and I won't use names. Where the fuck
Can't
is
put it
that?
in the airplane mode, so
Oh.
we're just have to go with it.
All right, and a neighbor, we'll leave it at that, somebody in the community
Neighbor.
whose in-law died, had Parkinson's for years, so was in, rough shape. Blessing, if you talk to the family. But basically went into hospice, and of course, when they went into hospice, they got COVID. And was sent to a home. I won't even use the name of the home. But they called to check on him. And the woman answers the phone and says, "Oh, he's resting peacefully out in the common area with other people. He's got COVID." Well, when the neighbor said that to, what the fuck are you talking about? He's supposed to be tested positive for COVID. Well, that person didn't know whether to shit or wind their watch. So the moral of the story is, the whole chain of command just absolutely sucked. They were getting a phone call from the health department like 4 days after the poor man died. "Hey, how's he doing?" Are you fucking kidding me? After the second phone call, I got a text from him. because his father-in-law died at 6:30 in the morning, and he called me at 6:45 the morning that he died to bitch about this, which is why I put him on the agenda for our meeting last night. And he texts me after the second time and says, well, the third time they call, I'm going to say he's fucking resting peacefully. So, did he really have COVID? Or was that just another cha-ching paycheck to add to the...
Oh, yeah. Did they get that money with hospice?
Oh,
Was the state or
There's-
whoever's fucking...
whoever it
who's
was...
flipping the bill for this?
Whoever
I mean,
had
I know
it.
we are.
We are, the taxpayers.
I don't know, but is it
It's
our
federal-
federal
it's
money
federal
or is it our
money.
state money? Because the
It's
state
federal
doesn't,
money.
the state doesn't have any money. Because we got these great fucking...
There's a major hospital in PA that will not require staff to vaccinate due to uncertain results. Yeah, no shit.
Well, I'll be dipped.
Well,
Somebody with fucking brains!
did you see yesterday? Fauci. I refuse to call him Dr. Fauci because a doctor to me wears a stethoscope, can
He's
prescribe...
a racist motherfucker. Did you see the
Yeah.
shit he was saying?
Oh,
the
yeah,
vaccine was
yeah.
made by a black woman, so every black person should take it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, because.
That's not
What
racist.
the fuck?
No.
Are
But
you fucking kidding me?
Fauci yesterday says, well, slow down, folks. We still may have to stay masked up and all this till at least the second or third quarter of 2021 because we're not sure how well the vaccines are really going to work. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it's
You
like
make that much of a retarded
No.
statement, and then, of course, Biden puts them right
Is
on
he
his...
related to Pelosi? We have to pass the bill before we can figure
Yeah.
out what's in it.
Oh, we did that
So
last night
everyone
on
needs to
something,
get
too.
vaccinated and die or grow a fucking second eye or a third eye out the side of your fucking face before we figure out that it's not good for you.
Well,
they didn't even do human trials on the shit.
We put...
The FDA just shoved that shit
No,
through.
they did some human trials. I remember seeing because there was a woman on today that was talking about the nasty side effects that she had.
I was
so,
hearing shit that if you live,
I don't know.
if you have it's funny, if you have underlying health issues and you take the vaccine, you get proper fucked. Doesn't that sound kind of like similar to just getting fucking COVID?
Well, here's my question.
fuck?
Anyhow, we said this last week. In less than a year, and I can believe this happening. I can believe that we can get a vaccine for anything in less than a year, but we don't because
Sick people
sick people are worth money.
generate more money.
But if we now have this vaccine that we're going to put worldwide with a 95% efficacy rate, why is the flu shot still only 30 or 40% most every
We've
year?
had that.
And the flu's been around, forever.
I don't get on the fuck book much, but a buddy of mine that I deployed with this last deployment had some knowledge, and I can't say it verbatim, but basically he's saying, we had a virus back in the 80s, and everyone was scared, and it was dividing the country.
He's not an
All
MD.
you had
Thank
to
you,
do
Craig.
was
I know he's not.
all you had to do is use a clean needle and wear a condom. Use a clean needle and wear a condom. All you gotta do is wear a mask, right? It was called fucking AIDS, and we haven't done shit for fucking AIDS since the 80s.
But
You can live longer, great.
Remember-
But it's still here. Anybody remember that shit?
if you got money like Magic Johnson, you can still
You live forever.
You could be fatter now than what you were back when you got AIDS because you got money, so you can live forever.
I think that was some bull jive.
Those of you that ain't got money, nah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Whatever.
Tiger Gaming, hey Andy and neighbor. Jimmy,
What?
that's his name, Jimmy.
Oh,
Everybody go to Barn Talking, subscribe.
if we weren't so loud,
got
y'all
70
can literally,
people in
I don't know
here.
if you can hear. Buddy's fucking snoring.
Yeah,
over
Buddy
there.
snores like a freight train over there.
What kills me, this is the part, like I've had people, like a wife, I think even asked me one time, why do I get so wound up and why am I so passionate about it? And I'll try to be calm about this because I want to articulate. So, what drives me nuts most about every bit of this, everything that's going on in this country as a whole, is there's so many fucking people that are so willing to just hand over their civil liberties for a little bit of safety and a little bit of health. And then they don't have the common sense or the wherewithal or any squash between their ears to actually look and read and investigate things on themselves. I spent 20 years in the fucking military wearing an American flag on my fucking shoulder. I got 2 of them on my body that are fucking permanent. Swore a fucking oath to uphold the Constitution from fucking foreign and domestic, motherfucker. And these people are just willing to just shit can all that because the government said so. so. They love me. Are you fucking stupid? Fuck! Tried to stay calm, but that didn't work. The people I just don't, like, we said it last video. And those are the ones that are driving in their car by themselves with a mask on. Every time I see one of those people, I'm like, you're it. You're that fucking person right there that doesn't give a shit about how much you're fucking just under the government's thumb. You'll do whatever it takes to stay safe, to stay healthy. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. You're fucking dumb.
Hey, Simon. Well, I saw a good cartoon the other day.
I need another fucking beer right now.
Get another beer. Saw a good cartoon the other day. They showed a bird's cage, in a window of a house. And there was like 5 or 6 birds in it. And then there was a bird outside fluttering around the window looking in at those cage birds. And the caption was something like, would you rather live a little longer being caged and having somebody take care, in captivity and having somebody take care of you, or live your life being free? I'll take free. Somebody walked in that door right now.
It's the government allegedly taking care of me.
Yeah, if somebody walked in that door right now and said, I'll give you 20 more years, you can live to be 74 years old,
Fuck that.
doing whatever you want,
Whatever I want.
or you can live 30 more years to 84, and the government's going to take care of you and tell you, how we're going to
74
get you.
is a good number.
74 is a great fucking number if that's what the option somebody
I
gave
had
me.
this conversation with a customer of mine. I'm not going to name any names or whatever. I'm going to try to keep the scenario a little bland because I don't want
Keith
any
Robertson
issues.
says, thanks for your service, Jimmy.
Well, it was fun, not so much all the time, but sometimes. But what was I getting at? Squirrel.
One of your
All right,
Customers.
Customer.
no names.
No names. Yes. Oh, this dude's 86. His wife is 83. And she goes out and she's got these programs she does or whatever. Well, she came in to not physical contact, but someone in her group tested positive for COVID. So we come back to work the next day, and the wife, the one she's 83, she's pretty laid back.
I need a beer.
The husband, he's wound tired in a 10-day clock. He's like one of those super smart but dumber in a box of rocks types of fella, and he's 86.
No common sense.
Yes, zero common
How
sense.
the hell did he get to be 86?
This is the basement's full of supplements. Whatever. Like he's like just strung out on this whole like health thing, and would rather just stay locked up in a house and just live to 100. I'm like, in my brain, I'm thinking, what's your quality of life? And I asked him because these two just got married. They found each other on Christian Mingle. That's cool. Whatever. I think they were just lonely. But her first husband passed away when he was 76. And we're having this big, this conversation in her kitchen, and I'd asked her that, how old was, if you don't mind me asking, how old was your first husband when he passed away? She said, he was 76. He used to eat anything he wanted, steak, and he would drink some beers on occasion and blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know what? That sounds like a fucking great life to me. I would rather live that life than be eating shit that I don't want to eat.
Kevin.
Not being able to drink beer, not being able to enjoy, and now let's just ramp it up some more with the government lockdowns and all this other shit. I would rather be able to go out to a restaurant if I want, or go to the movies if I fucking want. Whatever happened to freedom of choice? Like, they're just like, are they like now our parents are, oh no, this is bad for you. We know more than you. We're gonna tell you exactly what to do with your life. Fuck off way over there. Nope, not doing it.
Way over there. Not right here. Way
Over there. Away from me. Get
Yep.
away from me.
Kevin, you just want to live long enough to use your new planter next year and your combine without a wheel falling off? No, dude. You got Hudson. You got a lot of life ahead of you. I want to be
Turn the
Hudson. I want to be Uncle Grumpy though. I love that kid. He's great.
Uncle.
Tiger Gaming, yeah, he's had enough bones. That fat ass is over there chilling. He's gonna be tough to get out of here. He's gonna think he's spending the night in here.
It's sleep time, Dad.
Government is crooked, Hale Green says. Yeah, we know that.
Me, oh yeah.
Jack Sack. Good to see you. Go subscribe. He's one of my guys. Go subscribe to Barn Talking. I'm 77 in a few days, so 75 sounds good. Death doesn't bother me, but how I go and the time it takes does. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If need be, I'll go in a pile of hot brass. How about
Shane, how you doing? Shane Holt says hi, Indian Jimmy. Shane's already subscribed to you too.
that? What up?
Shane, I'd make you a moderator, but holy shit, I struggled doing this to start with, and
Technology is not my Sammy.
so I just,
I don't know how he.
Rick told me what to do, so I threw Rick Murphy and Jeff Weinstock on as moderators and said it's good enough for the first time.
I didn't know that was even a thing.
I'll throw some of the rest of you in at another time. But can I do it after the fact too? Go back through the video and do it, or does it have to be during the live? Anybody knows the answer to that? Let me know. So
Yes,
somebody said yes.
I did. I don't know.
Oh, well, what the fuck do you know?
There's only two voices here, me and yours.
Oh, all right. Well, then if we vote on stuff, it's either going to be unanimous,
I don't know what we were even talking about.
defeated, passed, or it's
Yeah.
going to be a split vote.
Look at you've been in that legislation shit too long.
Tiger Gaming says, tell Jimmy thanks for his service. Mad respect.
Appreciate you.
Oh, you notice too? We were talking about this earlier, remember? Remember the whole bullshit earlier this year?
I got one. I got one that happened fucking tonight, dude.
All right.
Fucking tonight.
right.
So the wife gets on the fuck book and buys this
That's
fucking
Facebook, by the way,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
fuckbook to him.
or cookbook because you
Cookbook.
know that's you know misinformation there. You'll get shit canned, whatever. So at any rate, the wife buys this bed for the stepson. And, you know, I'm the one with the truck, so I get voluntold to go get the fucker tonight. So I run out there,
Voluntold.
voluntold, Army. So me and the stepson, we run out to Beeville town and go pick this thing up. And he's, you know, out in this cul-de-sac, you know, Yuppie Town, USA, whatever. Guy's name is Tad. Who the fuck names your kid Tad? Whatever. I hate being judgy, but how can you not judge with a name Tad? But at any rate, get there. I'm not wearing no face diaper, as usual. Dude's got his little Chinese fucking blue mask on that doesn't do dick. We're yapping away, and he's giving me all this shit. Cool, man, here you go. Here's the money, whatever. Yep, load it up in the truck. And I am who I am. I'm not changing for shit. So we get the truck all loaded up. He gave us a couple of shits for free, you know, like fucking sheets or whatever, like brand new sheets to go to the thing. I put my hand out to shake his hand, and he does one of these things with his fucking elbow. But what have they been telling everybody, Mr. Farmer?
What
Oh,
if-
cough and sneeze in your elbow.
what if we learned
so
that-
then you pass the fucking shit on to everybody else?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What did we learn since we were little kids?
Jesus.
Cough into your elbow. Sneeze into your elbow.
Yeah, let me give me.
But
why don't
then
you put all your shit right there for me, bud. So that way next time I go to sneeze, I can just rub my face in all your bullshit.
yeah, but then you know,
Fuck, man.
Mr. Fossey tells you, well, you know, don't even do the fist pump, do the elbow. That fucking twit. I mean,
Fuck that.
The
Put
fact
your
that
fucking hand up, shake my hand like a fucking man, and look me in the fucking eye like you got a pair.
yes, Jimmy was our army. Eric
Tanker.
Tanker. Yep.
Then they took him away.
He's seen some shitholes in the world. Anybody want to ask Jimmy about the
we
shithole
can
places
fucking,
he's?
we can go over all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the thems and theys calling this fella a racist, right? And these are probably a bunch of people that never left the country. I've been to, let's see, hold on, give me like a half a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll count that one too. So 5 different fucking countries, not including, you know, the great old USNMA. I've seen all sorts of different ethnicities, races, worked with them, possibly, you know, at one time fought against them. These motherfuckers calling this fella a racist, they have no fucking clue how good they have it in this fucking country. All these, especially this BLM fucking, speaking of, I squirrel out. See, I'm on beer number 3 now, and I'm fucking rolling. So, the BLM fucking cocksucker movement, right? We're definitely gonna get shit canned from this one. So they have petitioned the president-elect, not to use the proper verbiage for the
Sleepy
boob,
Joe.
the boob tube,
just
so we
call it
don't get
Sleepy Joe.
canceled. So they petitioned the president-elect with their demands or whatever, and wouldn't you know, they haven't gotten a response.
Yeah.
You fucking dumb fucks! You tripped over your own dicks.
But
Don't you know what that's what all politicians do, and especially the Democrats, they got that line down pat, boy. Knock and talk all the time. This is what I'm gonna do for you. Vote for me and I'm gonna do this, that, and the other fucking thing. And as soon as they get their little fucking spot, boop, close the door on you. Who are you? What? I don't know you. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Scruffy, good to see you. But Scruffy's on your channel too. But did you notice also, what is it, here? Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. What was it that,
Damn, that dog's
I don't know if it was here in New York or across the country, whatever, but the BLM movement, there was some people, we'll call it the lower people in the BL movement, are talking about, and this is how retarded it is. They were talking about filing a lawsuit against the founders of BLM because all of the donation money that's come in, well, the rest of them that have been out there marching and burning
Where's
and
my
looting
money?
and all that, they're not seeing anything.
Where's
I
my
mean,
money?
has the BLM movement done anything for,
Black-
minority schools or anything like that? No. So where's that money going? So now their own people who they've got out there marching and, beating up the elderly, because that's all you ever
Eating
see.
themselves from
Yeah.
the inside.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So now they're all pissed off because, well, we ain't seeing no money.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Oh my God. Taryn Katie boys checking in, loving the live feed. Okay, how many Katie boys? You sitting there with the old man or just you or what?
Yes.
Because your father did chime in on one video here a while back.
You've been into politics a fuck ton longer than me. Has it always
5
been this
years.
way?
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Like-
Even in small town.
Oh, it's worse.
I mean, I'm a county legislator at a 78,000 person county. It's a joke. I mean, it is. It's a joke. It's
People are hired on who they know. not
Jeremy, what's up, buddy?
Ooh, I'm not gonna name any names, but a certain position that you criticized. I was talking to the wife about tonight, and I made the analogy to
Just
code
the
enfor-
younger ones.
to
All right,
code
Terry.
enforcement. I'm in the building trades, if some of you folks don't know, and I deal with code enforcement in all sorts of different townships.
Jimmy will build you a house.
And as
if you want.
usual, as the state goes and as the country goes, nothing is the same across the board. This township can have this, and this township wants you to do this. So, and it's your job to fucking know all the above. But here's the thing, and this is the kicker. Why are you fingering your phone?
Just keep talking. Jeremy's making me make him a moderator, so I did it.
Moderate.
If I see Shane again, I'll do it to Shane too, but it's fucking hard to push it on that damn thing. But anyways,
You need a bigger phone. So, at any rate, code enforcement officers are just elected, they're basically, not elected,
Appointed.
Appointed. They're appointed to that duty. That doesn't mean they're educated in the building trades. I've literally in my 22 plus years in the building trades,
I saw
I've met
Shane.
one code guy. No,
God
take
damn
back.
it.
3 code guys that were actually in the building trades prior to being in the code enforcement. So how can you enforce
think
any
I
type
got you,
of
Shane.
any type of anything if you're clueless about the subject matter that you're allegedly enforcing? You're just gonna read a book and fucking get it, right? You've never done anything, never been in the field, built anything, dealt with someone else's shoddy work or whatever. So that goes and that kind of caveats to some folks in the county that are just appointed to a position and don't have any training whatsoever, or maybe be a doctor, know anything about health, but you're dealing with health issues and businesses and whatnot. I'm really trying to skirt around the thing because some folks may or may not be watching. Don't really care if you are or not, but I find that oddly fucking ridiculous to actually be in charge of something and not be a course expert on what the fuck you're doing.
Well, look at the people who are called doctor. I mean,
Dr. Fauci,
President-
who hasn't
yeah,
seen
yeah.
a fucking patient
President
in
of the
fucking
college.
3 decades.
He's a doctor. No, he's not. I don't give 2 shits if I get in trouble, and if anybody gives my daughter any shit in school, then you'll deal with me. But the superintendent of our school, doctor. No, you're not a fucking doctor. You can't prescribe me shit, okay? So you're not a
I
doctor.
spent all that money on a degree, and that's what they told me. If you can go online and buy like a parcel of land in Ireland and be a lord.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather call somebody a lord than a doctor who ain't a doctor.
I should fucking do that.
If I pick up the phone and call it doctors because I got a pain or something, I want them to fix it.
Yeah.
Not because he got some.
But what I was getting at before with the, like, how long you been?
Yeah, Jeremy's
I
a
just-
doctor in bullshitology. Exactly.
Bullshit, yeah.
We're
Aren't we all?
we're experts.
What do you think we're sitting here doing right
I'm
now?
not a doctor. I'm an expert. Okay, in that.
But I remember when I was.
Hey, David, how you doing?
Politically retarded. Like, I didn't know nothing about politics. Didn't vote. Didn't give two
He was
shits.
politically retarded until I started getting into politics. Then he got a little less
Well, the wife
politically
is the one that
retarded.
got me into it. That's her fault. But what really got me into it is now I'm a fucking business owner in communist New York. I want to know where the fuck my money's going. I just wrote a check for taxes 2 days ago for $2,100. Sent that out in the mail. Then I had another one that I could pay over the phone for like $198. So I
Murphy
called,
says Lord Jimmy sounds good.
yeah, right. So I called the number, and it was I had some taxes I got into collections, COVID, people, fucking COVID, man, hitting everybody. So, but it wasn't that big of a bill, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take care of this right now before tax season comes up. $198, $192.
Exactly, Kevin.
So I called this place, not knowing it was just in collections, not knowing where obviously the number was going to be answered. I'm talking to this woman and go through all the bullshit, whatever, give her my check, my routing number, whatever, for $192. And she says to me, well, after I pay her, she says, well, in order for you to get proof of payment, if you need it, you're going to have to call New York State directly. I was like, wow, that's fucking great. So the people that I owed money to, I have to call them directly and make sure that they got their money. They're not just going to say, hey, yep, we got our payment, what have you. And it's like, man, I'll tell you what, I'm so glad that my tax dollars are going to such great things like the bail reform in New York. I mean, Jesus Christ, I can't imagine my money being more well spent than having some convicts getting let out of the fucking jail for fucking shit.
Well, look at how many got let out because of COVID at the beginning. We didn't want them to get COVID, so let them out on the street.
So
Okay.
what's this? What now? She's told me this probably 3-4 times. We're on a recorded line. Well, whatever. She's like, well, it could be worse. You could be in California where I'm at. I'm like, really? I was like, yeah, you guys are proper fucked out there with Gruesome Newsom. Being the nephew of Grandma Nancy. And she's like, what? I was like, you didn't know that? She's like, no. She's like, we just got the text message. We're all locked down. We can't leave our houses or nothing. I was like, yeah, fucking Gruesome Newsom, your great governor there is the nephew of fucking Grandma Nancy Pelosi. They're all infested with each other. You stroke me, I stroke you. I'll get you a great job, get you millions of dollars. I'll get you a mansion with a wall and shit. We're gonna build a wall. It's gonna be great.
Well-
around your mansion, and you'll have armed guards, even though we're gonna take all the guns away from everyone else.
Exactly, Jerry. Jack Sack, if this is true, this is bullshit. I haven't heard this yet, but he says Cornell vaccine mandate only applies to white students, so how's that for segregation?
fuck?
Is that liberal college saying whites first?
Huh?
Well, if that's true, that's fucked up.
Wow.
But here's what kills me, though, talking about segregation. Some of these black leaders or whatever you want to call them, talking about how we have to, build schools, for the minority people. Isn't that what we got out of in the 1960s?
Right.
So now you want to go back to that? I
Back
mean,
to
we're so ass backwards in this country. I don't get it.
Dr. King would be rolling over in his grave.
Yes, he would.
With all this garbage. My father, my dad's got 10 years on this guy. And, when all this, and my dad he doesn't follow politics much other than what he hears from me, so. So he gets the good shit. But he's like, didn't we squash all this garbage in the 60s? We were talking about BLM and, burning down the cities and there are 1,000 bazillion people marches in the streets, which was fine in a Democrat city. But if you went out to protest the lockdowns, you were spreading a virus and killing grandma.
Military guy. I have to look at the clock because he's got military time on his phone.
Just add 12.
Now you look up, it's 1957. I'm
Yeah,
like, the
that's
fuck
seven-
is that? 757.
Yeah,
Okay.
add 12.
Kevin, your comment, I'm going back to it here. Where was it? I agree with you 100%.
There's some things you just can't shake.
The thing is, we're listening to infectious disease experts that are naturally an overreaction type, even during a non-pandemic times.
Yeah.
They think we're all going to die. Why are we listening to them? Exactly. We said that in the video we did last week that got me in trouble. Got me a resolution against me last night.
It's a resolution.
And then you, Mr. Executive, what the
And I
fuck was
asked
he
you,
again?
I asked you earlier. when I
Executive
called you,
editor.
What is that? What did
Had to write, that was the first thing after our meeting last night. They didn't write an article about the budget that we passed last night for 2021. No, the first thing you did was write your article about me. Second time in this year that
What's-
the
I mean,
legislator had
what's-
to get slapped
what
down.
does that? What? Okay, so
Right there, Mr. Executive
educate me
Editor.
then. So what does a resolution even do?
Nothing. All it did was give them something to feel good to write about how
Look
we
what
should.
we did.
Pretty basically, and they threw my name into it, so they got to call me out.
He's bad.
Which, you know, I kind of got the last laugh, so to speak. So those of you from Cuyahoga County that are still watching, because I know you are, because my subscriber numbers went up today. And you too, Mr. Executive Editor of the shithole local rag paper we got that's going out of business. They sold the building and said, well, it's cheaper for us to hire out the printing somewhere else. Yeah, whatever. But anyways,
Is that in China?
when it was brought to the floor, it was, can I have a motion? Somebody made a motion. Can I have a second? Somebody get a second. And then after a resolution, there's always, okay, now discussion. Nobody said a word. So I chimed in. Yeah, I got something to say. Thank you for, watching my videos, and hope you subscribe. And
Smash that like button.
yeah, and if you want to call me out, call me out. I mean, I don't give a shit.
Crickets,
It's just,
crickets.
it's sickening. Yeah, drama. You got it right, cousin Scott. Drama.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all. I mean, they're.
How do
just-
you guys feel about
They're-
channel monetization, farming for fun and profit? I don't care. I really don't. I'm at 13. It's where you can get ads in your videos and get paid.
Dude, get paid, bro.
Yeah.
Get paid.
Anybody that wants to
yeah.
do it, do it. I don't have a problem with it. I'll be perfectly honest. So for you guys that I watch that are monetized, when that 5 seconds goes up and it says skip the ad, I skip it. Probably everybody does. I'm sure you get
As long as
paid.
you get paid, who cares?
I'm sure you get paid for the 5 seconds or whatever. We are not monetized yet, Barb and I.
We could if y'all were. Of course, I'm gonna
We've talked about it. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Right now at 1,300 and whatever I'm at now, 20 subscribers or
And
something.
isn't that kind of like
We might get.
partial definition?
20
of
bucks a month.
capitalism,
Yeah,
go
that's
go
what I
make
said.
that fucking money.
So I
Go
said,
make that
anybody.
money.
I mean, I know for a fact the bigger channels are making good money. I spoke
I mean,
with
at least
one.
you guys, y'all farming folk that are monetizing or making money or whatever, at least you're putting out content that actually means something to somebody. You know what I mean? These little teeny bopper girls are getting paid ridiculous amounts of money for videos that are just shit.
Oh, that TikTok
That
shit.
make your fucking brain into mush.
Yeah.
Talk about just gibberish and nonsense in their parents' basement, probably for the next forever.
Chelsea showed me some of them that are on TikTok. They're like 16 years old and they're making $1 million.
Twerking their ass.
Doing
and
some
shit
little
or
twerk
whatever,
dance
yeah.
or something. I told her don't get any fucking ideas.
Fuck new.
Mike 7810. Mike P 7810, excuse me. How's it going tonight, guys? Good, Mike. Mike's a good guy. Mike, actually, my next video that is coming out, you'll see Mike. Because Mike stopped here. Oh, was it last Sunday, Mike? Yeah, I think it was last Sunday. Mike and his wife were, I won't say driving through town. They were going through Auburn, which is 18, 20 miles south of us. And they took a little detour, and we sat here in the shop for, oh God, 2.5, 3 hours bullshitting. Mike's a good guy. You're a good guy, Mike. Mike's, a PG type guy, so his channel is a little different than mine. Good farming channel, don't get me wrong. But Mike doesn't swear like I do.
So if any involved, and if you do,
Or not on camera. We all know we swear off camera.
just a little bit of advisory for those of you that may or may not go over. If you do go to my channel, cool, great. If not, don't care. I'm not in this to get subscribers or likes or whatever. I'm doing this because he got butt fucked in the paper during the summer, and I knew it was going to be futile for me to write a fucking letter. And I'm not good at snail mail. I can fucking run my mouth pretty good. So I figured I'll start my own YouTube channel and just say shit that comes to mind. So that being said, those of you that may or may not be coming over to my channel from this video, just keep in mind that I use a lot of swears. 20-something years in the military, 20-something years as a carpenter.
Hey,
we're all adults.
We all swear,
You
all right?
know,
I mean, Mike even just
whatever.
said, I laughed. Mike says,
I'm
even
not-
dropped some swear words in the shop. Yep, we did.
Yeah.
We dropped a few.
Fuck
But-
yeah, you did.
But, and I don't, and see, that's just it. I don't care what people do on their channel. I know some of the really big channels, I mean, if somebody says damn, they bleep it out. Whatever. I mean, you be you, I be me. That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
If I told, Barb and I talked about it. If we got up to 10, 15, 20,000 subscribers
That's money.
where we could make $200-300 a month, then maybe we'd subscribe. I'm going to be 54. I didn't get in this to make a living. I mean, I'm closer to retirement than I am, like you, Mike. I mean, you're 38. You just turned 38, actually,
Damn.
the day after you came and saw
You're
there.
still feeling good.
So,
Your day's
dude,
coming
go
soon,
for
boy.
it. I mean, I hope you make a fortune the next 20 years on YouTube. I mean, Shane, Rick, you guys are in your 30s. Go for it, man. I mean,
I've already come to the conclusion I'm just gonna work till I'm dead. Especially if I decide to stay in this communist fucking state.
Murphy says you guys are both PG to us in Australia.
You guys say the C-U-N-T word like it's the. Which I think is hilarious.
Real life Ron, what did you say? All the money is going to all of those Al Sharpens of that so-called movement. Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
Yep. The race baiters.
Hey,
And don't forget.
Hey,
and
everyone.
Don't forget the Democrat Party too.
Everyone. The friend who's a boy is in here.
What?
Skylar Goodwin, making money off my services.
What?
I don't know, what do you mean by
Come
that?
on over here and tell that to his face, boy.
I paid you for everything you did around here. So
Double dog dare you.
be careful. I'll have one of the moderators throw your ass out. Same here, Jimmy.
The
Work
friend
till
that's
I
a boy.
drop, Shane says. Yep. Well, Shane, we're farmers, so, I don't plan on working till I drop, only because when I was 16, 4 days shy of my 16th birthday, I was in a truck with my father, or two of my father's friends. We had gone fishing, and we went end over end. The troopers estimated 7 times. We were in a wicked accident, and I was literally about cut in half. I got a scar that runs from like here all the way around to my spine. So my back, that's why I go to the chiropractor once a week, sometimes twice a week. I'm pretty fucked up physically. So no, when I get to be, I've got one daughter. She'll be 17 in February. She's not going to take over the farm. So another 10, 12 years, 64, 65, 66.
That's all I got.
I probably will be saying sayonara to doing this because
Let's go to Florida.
I want to be able to enjoy a little bit of my retirement and be, walk. So I don't want to kill myself working.
Look it.
Can you
Give him
tell the
tractors.
friend who's a boy to come to Michigan and watch my combine too? Did you hear that? Remembrance Farms LLC wants you to come. Kevin wants you to come and watch his combine. Hey, make sure you subscribe to some of these channels too, Skylar.
That dude come up the street and watch.
Who the hell is somebody's Instagramming me right now? Why are you Instagramming me? You should be in here.
on the channel right now.
Oh
Right
boy.
now.
Charlie, you got help coming, my friend. That's right, yeah. I told you guys about this and
What kind of help
was
were
it
we talking about?
was it the last video? Ground I rent, the 60 acres I rent,
Oh, that kind of help.
6-7 miles east of here. I think it was like 6.2 miles, Chelsea and I did it one day. If you're paying for the plane ticket, Kevin, he'll come if you pay for the plane ticket. But anyways, he's in Michigan.
Oh, I ain't going to Michigan. Fuck that.
There's 60 acres in Plainville, and it's the most fucked up farm you've ever seen, to be honest with you. Because it's got like the main part of it's got like 3 or 4 different owners now. It's just the way it was cut up for houses and stuff. It's a nightmare.
Shit show.
So the guy who just bought the house that's been sold with, I don't know how many acres total there, but there's only like 12 or 13 in the field behind his house that's tillable. And I think it's 13. I don't know without looking at the map. But anyways, the dude that owned the place before, I got along with him really good. And he told me this summer, I was over there putting on the anhydrous. He comes out, he's mowing the lawn, 100 miles an hour. The guy was a maniac. Carl comes over to me and he says, hey, good news, I got the house sold. I said, oh, all right, yeah. You have to give me the guy's number, all this. He says, yeah, they're from Long Island. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Dang it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. They're from Long Island.
But,
So anyways,
Not all of them can be assholes because
that's
Long Island
right.
was red.
Long Island is red. That's
Long
right.
Island was red.
So anyways,
But New York was still blue as
they
fucking
move.
balls.
They move up here, Charlie and his wife, and
Oh,
I don't know if you called me or I called you, whatever. We had our meet. And I pulled in, and he said to me, he goes, yeah, when you first got out of the truck, started walking towards me, I could see it in your eyes that you were just like, because I probably was walking, mumbling to myself, going, what the fuck, you know, Jesus Christ. So he says, come on in the house.
have
I
the
walk in the
accent?
house. We
Does he
walk.
talk like a Long Island?
Nah, actually, he doesn't. We walk around the inside of the house there to his kitchen, and I look out to where the pool was, and I see a big old fucking Trump floaty. And I was like, whoa, yeah.
You guys are cool.
Yep. And he said, he goes, when you saw my Trump floaty, and I asked, I go, is that a Trump floaty? Holy shit.
Speaking of that, I got a present coming. I got a Christmas present coming for you real soon.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, Charlie's retired. What did you retire from? Is it police, prison guard, something like that? I can't, tell me in here, Charlie, and I'll know. Or text me later, don't text me now. But anyways, he's also got his CDL, and, you know, he'll be bored as fuck, so.
Hey, driver.
Guess what? Next fall, his ass will be in a truck hauling back and forth. So Barb and
Oh,
I
nice.
aren't doing all that nightmare that you watched us do this fall. Load all the trucks, come back, dump
Am I
them.
getting my privacy fence next year?
Yes, you'll have corn again
Fuck
next year. He
yeah.
calls it privacy fence because the neighbor down the road's a real dickhead.
That's it.
The Grumpy Farmer, you haven't finished your second beer yet. How many has Jimmy hit? Oh, I ain't gonna try to keep up with him. No,
I'm on 4.
no. Police. Charlie was in the police. All right.
I'm what you call.
Thank you, Charlie.
Appreciate your service.
for your service,
sir.
because as we know, 1 or 2%, because this was my second letter to the editor this summer that got me in trouble. 1 or 2% of every profession. I don't give a fuck if it's his, building shit, mine, farming, cops, firemen, doctors, lawyers probably more than 1 or 2%, but anyways, my sister's a lawyer, by the way. 1 or 2% of every profession fucking sucks. They suck. But right now in this country, we're tearing down cops. You know, we're tearing down the other 99% because of that 1% that sucks.
Minnesota.
Well,
$8 million they cut out of their police force.
here's one way that you get rid of that 1% in cops, firemen, not our businesses because we're not unionized. You have the union stop backing the 1% that sucks. Get them the fuck out the door, and then maybe the other 99% will be respected. Because like right now, this is the beauty of things in New York State. Emperor Cuomo has given us until April to, how does the wording go? Reinvent our law enforcement. We have to
I don't like
reinvent
that.
our law
So
enforcement.
that's all the same verbiage that these Democrats were using before.
Yep.
Reinvent.
So, you know, the legislature and our sheriff's department and the Auburn City Police and whatnot, we have to reinvent our police department.
And these are people.
Here's an idea. Stop committing fucking crime.
Well,
Stop
that-
being a dickhead to the cops all the time.
And here's the thought. These people are saying we need to reinvent law enforcement. Probably never spent one fucking day, have any clue what fucking law enforcement actually fucking goes through. How about you do a ride along for a couple of nights with a cop and see what the fuck they deal with?
Done it.
And then see if you need to reinvent anything, asshole. Maybe instead of taking money from them, you ought to give them more fucking money.
Here's a thought. What are we going to do when we're sending out fucking therapists or
Oh, yeah, that ain't gonna
counselors
work,
or
right?
whatever when there's a domestic violence
It ain't gonna work in New
dispute
York
going
because
on?
they just cut that shit. They cut that shit out. I just read that today. That's part of their new budget. They need to come up with more money because Cuomo keeps pissing it away.
Yeah.
So now, you know, we don't have any social workers and they want to shit can more cops. But and then we got the bail reform.
Who's Aaron? They said, ha ha, whoever they are.
Oh, that's buddy of mine. That's true.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do now is apparently across this country and probably here in New York, because de Blasio
No, fuck that.
cut like over $1 million out of the New York City Police Department's budget. So
Smart
apparently,
idea. Meanwhile, the cops are retiring and getting the fuck out of there like in droves. Of course, dude probably knows because he's from Long Island, so he probably knows exactly what's going on down there.
Jody, why didn't you invite us up or have it at Big T's? Well, because it's our shop talking. We had to have
Yeah.
it here.
Yeah.
Tiger Gaming, I love how Cuomo likes Greta, the environmentalist. Yeah, well, they're all liberal. They love the liberals. But you remember,
It's like they ran out of things to bitch about.
New York is supposed to fall off the face. The ocean's going to suck them in.
Well, hurry up! Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Hurry
like
the fuck
everything.
up.
Everything that these fucking these asshole liberals keep talking about. Can we just fast forward everything already? Because really, I'm not enjoying the world that we're living in right now. So if it's gonna fall off in the ocean, then let's get on with it. If there's gonna be a civil war, then fucking let's get on with it. Hurry up. Stop fucking teasing me. Hurry up.
Mad Swiss, yeah, or whatever way the fuck over there. One or the other.
Way the fuck over there.
Mad Swiss 600, yeah, in on Terrible, the BLM chapter of Sudbury defunded cops by 10%, which is $6 million a year.
Good
Jesus
call.
Christ.
So, because they have no, these politicians have no backbone. They won't stand up and say, no, we're not doing that. But instead, they'll just cave to the mob. See, this is what I was gonna be.
All right, how am I in
I
here?
almost
Barb,
like
are you on your phone?
What?
Well, all of a
You're
sudden,
right over there.
but look, I came up. The Grumpy Farmer, and there I am. Yeah, Jody, it's not Big T talk night. Andy can do a live with Big T sometime. Barb's watching us. I know why, because she said to me before I left the house when I grabbed the 2 beers. That's what got you in trouble the other night.
Only 2.
When you
gets
said
in
the
trouble?
bad when you said the bad word about the health director.
Whoops.
Yeah, whatever. If you guys keep talking about New York government, this is gonna be a long night. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, we gotta shut her down before Magnum. So.
Yeah, we'll be shutting her down in about another half an hour. Well, that and the phones are starting. My phone I got plugged in. His is going down. You're at 60.
Oh, we got tons of juice.
Yeah.
That's a Korean battery.
Yeah, Zip says, hey, Barb. Oh, the Grumpy Farmer, duh. Well, no shit. You're supposed to be watching TV, woman. What the hell are
Yeah.
you watching this for? My God.
She's babysitting.
Bad enough Chelsea come over and had to get in the camera. Murphy says good day. At least say good
Murph!
day to him. Yeah, because I can't comment on my phone because the phone is filming us.
Yeah.
So say good day to Murphy at least, Barb.
Next time we'll get maybe next time we'll get the drone in here or some shit. We'll do some crazy.
Well, the drone's right there, but I don't know how charged it is.
I don't know.
Jeremy says this is better than TV. Is it?
Fuck
there's
yeah,
no
there ain't
commercials.
nothing-
There's no
ain't nothing but
commercials,
shit
so-
on TV anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta mod that Mini Cooper. There you go. Charlie says you gotta mod your Mini Cooper.
Cold air intake and exhaust is first thing out the gate.
Jeremy says hi to you, Barb.
Barb.
Let's see. Kevin says, should you be using the drone, Andy? Yeah, okay, enough. Okay, I at least admitted it.
You got the follow
To
thing
him.
on that thing?
Well,
Or
the
or
problem, I
follow?
was fucking with it the day we were doing beans on Dennison Road in the cab of the combine. And yes, it got away from me. And the son of a bitch took off and was slamming against the window, slamming against me. So I tell Kevin, and now he's got to tell everybody.
That's awesome.
You see how you are, Kevin.
That's great.
That fucker hurts too, let me tell you. Son of a bitch slammed against the window, about took one of my fingers off.
That's great.
I hit the wrong button when I was trying to get it set up. So, well, it's a bitch trying to run the thing by yourself and run the combine. That's why the friend who's a boy came and did it a couple
Well, I
times
was gonna
for
say,
me.
well, I mean, your handle is grumpy farmer, right? So farming, I'd say stick with the farming part.
I'm never grumpy. Just ask Barb. Yeah, I can't wait for this reply.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So where are some of the shitholes you were
So let's see.
in the world?
Joined right out of high school in '94, which was Clinton era. So I joined Combat Arms and I got dick for money. I got like 12 grand for a GI Bill. Kids now are getting 50K. Because if some of y'all haven't remembered, we're still at war.
We're always at war.
Still at war. My son's the same age as Chelsea, so 17 years. We've been at war in Afghanistan and Iraq for 17 plus years. So yeah, at any rate, so when I joined in '94, old Wild Bill was getting blowjobs in my office, and I got like 12 grand for college, which would pay for like, a semester? Of course, I'm not smart enough for college, so that didn't go anywhere. But went to Korea, South Korea.
I went to 3 colleges. Quit 1, got thrown out of 2.
Good job.
Yep. Decided that wasn't good.
That was a on the last video I was telling you when I got off the plane. It smelled like poop because it was just shit.
Boy, my wife is trashing my ass on here. You are
That's
the
because she can
sweetest
get away with
person
it.
I know.
She's a keyboard
Yeah,
warrior in that
yeah,
shit.
because I can't.
All he's got to do is drive across the road, Barb.
Well,
right there.
wait a minute. I can chat back as you. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. So we had South Korea, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar was all right, but it was hot as fuck. Saudi was just a desert dirt. Luckily, thank God, knock on wood, no Iraq, no Afghanistan. I know I got a bunch of buddies that went there, and they tweak about shit. But I did the worst deployment I've ever been on was the 2 weeks plus down at 9/11.
Oh, look. See, you just replied. No, he's great, Barb.
Well-
Thanks, Jim.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, 9/11 was the worst. That was bad. For a country bumpkin kid that never been to fucking New York City ever, and then the first time to go down there, literally 10 days after, the plane shit, that was great.
Jeff, I love it. Do you want me to put Barb in timeout?
Yes, right now.
No, you don't have to live with her, all right? Don't be putting her in timeout. Holy shit. That would be funny, though, but... yeah, that...
Buddy's over there cutting.
Yeah, Buddy's just sawing logs, something brutal. I don't know, I might have to let the poor bastard stay in here all night and just hope he does. Well, if he
Yeah.
has to go to the bathroom, what he does is the son of a bitch will go back there and he can get himself between the two curtains and he'll go back there and do his business on the stones in the back.
Saying getting her done on the concrete.
Yeah, well, he's a smart dog.
Good boy. What else is there? I mean, we could bitch all night about shit.
Yeah, Zip says I'd be sleeping on Buddy's bed if Jeff took her out. Bromance much? Really, woman? Come on. My wife is just
Hey,
going at us
You
here.
gotta be jealous, Barb.
That's right. No,
Miss Turbo.
no. Not happening.
No.
There's a tattoo on my ass that says exit only.
Hey. Do you know what? That's not what bromance means. You probably should look that up.
Well, I don't care. Still is anyhow.
We are far from that shit,
I'm-
dude. Not happening. Dude.
Dirty Eric says Qatar sucked, but I
Yep.
was outside the wire, not inside it. What's that mean?
He was outside the wire?
Yeah.
That means he was out where it's not friendly.
Oh.
I went downtown. Check this shit out. This is modern army for you. So when I deployed, I don't know why we're talking about this, but it just, hit my brain. So when I deployed, I did a deployment within a deployment. So I went to Kuwait, which army guys be like, that's gay, which it was. It was lax. People like, oh my God, my Wi-Fi went down. What do I do? That's what that deployment was about. But I left Kuwait and went to Saudi Arabia to go fucking shake hands with them assholes for a couple of days. And I was literally had to get in civilian clothes and go downtown without a terp and try to find propane tanks with a first sergeant. And I have tattoos from the wrist up, and that's a big no-no in the Islam, culture or whatever. So it's like $110, $115, $18, and I'm wearing a fucking long sleeve shirt, sweat my ass off, trying to talk to these people, propane tank. And then we gotta have the right thread so that way we can eat. Literally, our cooks needed a propane tank to hook up to this fucking big barbecue grill, basically, that we borrowed from the Saudis, so that way we could eat. This is in 2013, modern era. This isn't like World War II shit. Modern era. We're down there trying to wheel and deal with Saudis without a terp, trying to get propane so we can cook food.
All right, there's somebody named The Ripper asked, did you go to Chop Chop Square in Riyadh?
Riyadh. Does not sound Riyadh. I don't even know where the fuck Riyadh is.
R-I-Y-A-D-H. Apparently he didn't.
I've been to some shitholes, but not all the shitholes. I was able to, stayed out of Iraq and stayed out of Afghanistan, which was a plus. But again, those guys that went over there and did that deal, I got mad props for those guys. They dealt with way more shit than this fella ever did. So I'll never claim to go through more shit than those fucking guys. They dealt with garbage on a daily.
Yeah. And some of them are still there.
Yeah, we still have soldiers overseas.
Although, oh, did y'all see, because it was tonight when they showed it, did you see who the Times Person of the Year is?
God help me.
Now, nobody reads the Times anyhow. The Times is kind of like you, Mr. Executive Editor. It's kind of like the Citizen. It's a fucking liberal rag that nobody, reads or looks at anymore. The Times Person of the Year is actually persons. It's Sleepy Joe and
Chameleon.
I'll just say Kamala. I'll be nice.
And wasn't it
I could say something
The
else.
Chinese president?
And then, no, it's just those two. And then underneath it says changing. What were the?
Oh no,
what was the wording?
DC Drano changed it so it looked right. It didn't
Yeah,
put
but it
the
said-
Chinese president in there too.
But it said changing America for the better, or some bullshit underneath it, anyways.
Change is bad.
But yet, Trump, if you noticed yesterday, I think it was, just got another Middle Eastern deal between Israel and somebody else. So that's 4 now.
But-
Have you heard much about the Middle East getting blown up and all this shit that, we've heard in the past? No. But yet, the Times makes Sleepy Joe and Kamala the persons of the year because he stayed in his basement.
Defund the media.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to push on that movement. Defund the media. Fuck the media. It's all propaganda garbage.
2 Strokes in Honda says my dad was in Afghanistan in 04.
Damn. That was bad. 04 time was bad. Tell your dad, appreciate his fucking service. He's badass. Hell yeah.
30 Eric says Morocco, not really the Middle East, West Africa, but still a Arabic majority country. Well, most of them are.
Fuckers are weird, man. Not gonna lie.
Most of them are. Well, and that's the amazing part with Trump, that he's got all these countries that have been blowing the shit out of each other for years to now all of a sudden, come to peace. But Sleepy Joe hiding in his basement that somehow got 80 million votes. Imagine that.
Oh, that's it. We're getting sick canned
I
right now.
don't give a shit. They can take this down tomorrow
Okay,
if they
I'll start
want.
another one.
Assholes. Keith Robinson, it ain't over, boys. Yeah, well,
Hope not. Well, we have more states throw their hat in with Texas. So,
I agree it ain't over. And when you stop and think about it, him and I had this discussion this afternoon when he called me and started going off. And I was holding the phone out here, by the way, not on speaker. By law, when you look at what happened, the Texas lawsuit is a no-brainer. How can the Supreme Court not throw shit out? When another state doesn't abide by their state constitution, they have disenfranchised other states who did. End of story.
well,
End of story. You don't got to be a lawyer to figure that out. But I still say, as much as I want Trump for 4 more years, it ain't going to get overturned because they're afraid of the fucking country being burned to the ground.
burn it then.
That's just my theory. I hope I'm wrong. I hope my theory is wrong. Trust me. The Texas deal is a miss. Supreme Court won't hear it. Sawyer Robb says, well, I don't know.
Well, you had 7 other states.
That could be their way out too, is just say they won't hear it and not hear it and then have to, vote illegally, basically. Pittman, enjoy watching something I can agree with. Be sure to do it again. Well, you say you watch my channel all the time, and I go through my rants, so you'll hear it.
Well,
Somebody named Seth
see if I can-
Everhalls or something got their message retracted. Why, did you say something you shouldn't have said? Nobody threw him off, unless he said something really stupid and YouTube. ScrewTube slapped him, I don't know.
screw tib, boob tib.
Oh. Devin! The media needs to go as well. Yes, they do.
Defund the media. Fuck yeah.
Devin Doolin. If you're not watching him on Instagram, go watch this crazy little fucker. What are you, like 17, Devin? Devan, and then Doolin is Dulin. He does some of the craziest, stupidest shit and comes up with some of the craziest, stupidest shit to talk about. He cracks me up. I can't help but watch him because the kid's funny as hell. So, Civil War is coming. Yeah, Jeremy, that could be where we're at.
Well, if it does come to that, then let's let it rip.
Mark
Let's not push.
Mortensen.
But I heard this. It's funny.
Yeah, Fox
it's
News
funny
has gone to the other side.
That dude brought that up. And I was watching this video earlier. And it was a young girl that was talking about it, and she had a pretty good point when it came to that. Does Civil War really need to be fought with guns and and missiles and whatnot? Because now we're in a technological little age. Here we are right now.
Or technological, one or the
Yeah, what
other.
he said. Yeah. I think it's being fought. It's been being fought for a while, just like we just said about the media. Stirring the narrative one way or whatever.
Always one way.
Always one way. So, does a civil war need to be fought with guns? I think it could be fought with technology, and I think it's being fought right now already.
And then we had to listen to 4 years of
I mean, if you look at it, we already got two sides, right?
Yeah. Well, then we had to listen to 4 years of absolutely fucking bullshit about Russia.
And
then we find out that Eric Swalwell, little dick from...
Mr. Poop My Pants on TV.
Yeah, Mr. Poop My Shit Myself on TV
Better
from
be shitting himself.
California
But what's
there
gonna
is
happen? The
playing
deal-
Sink the Winky
The
with a Chinese
DOJ
spy.
is full of fucking cunts. The FBI has been compromised. None of these people that would actually investigate plan on doing anything.
Look, let me break it down for you, real simple, because I
Now,
told you...
The cunts was for you.
Because I told you that politics at all levels is
Trash.
corrupt, bullshit. But here's the problem with the swamp. All of Washington, D.C. is a swamp. Why do you think so many Republicans have jumped off the Trump train right now? When you're making the kind of fucking money they're making with the benefits they're making and the retirement that they're going to get, because they don't have to serve very long before they can, a couple of terms and you got a pension. They don't give two shits about what's right or what's wrong. All they care about is what they're... It's kind of like
Multiple mansions.
kind of like Aunt Nancy with her, or Grandma Nancy with her. We got to pass it in order to read it and see what's in it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, and when you're spending other people's money, that's easy. I mean, any one of you want to give me $100 grand? My budget $100 grand for this farm. I'll spend it.
I could spend
Yeah.
$100 grand. On
We can
something
find a
like
way to spend it with no problem
yeah.
whatsoever.
Imagine
And
having,
that's
imagine having trillions of dollars at your fingertips.
yeah,
just
and
to
that's
piss
the
away.
thing government's good at, saying, well, Andy's driving Coors, not sure what Jim's drinking. No, I'm not driving it, I'm drinking it. He's drinking Blue Light.
Blue.
That's what government's good at, saying, well, we're sorry, folks, there's nothing else we can do. There's no place else to cut.
All we can do
We
is
gotta
just
raise your taxes.
piss your money away,
Yep.
and then we're gonna take more money from you just to piss it away.
Yep, and
How many
meanwhile,
millions of
we're
do-
spending
how
God
many-
knows what
how
on
many
fucking
millions of
God knows
dollars-
what.
How many millions of dollars did the fewer fucking blow on these goddamn throughway signs that they had to take down?
How many is he blowing right now on all the signs that when we go by them, we go like this? Because it's, be a friend to your neighbor, wear your mask.
Fucking
All these type of bullshit things. The night that her and I went to pick up her turbo.
turbo.
Driving by them fucking things. Wear your mask. Be a friend to your neighbor. Wear your mask.
I don't know. This is the only.
Show me
neighbor
the
I know.
fucking science that we're supposed to follow that you don't show us, but you
Oh.
keep telling us is
My
there.
wife told me this one before I came down, because she watches shit too. She could get, if I gave her about 4 beers and brought her down here, you think I'd fucking yell? Oh, boy.
Leave her
She'll
home. Leave her home then.
She'll fucking get wound the fuck. At any rate,
Face diapers, exactly.
face diaper. You're welcome. So at any rate, she watched the video. Someone challenged the Fuhrer about, because he's babbling on about the science. And some reporter finally grew a pair of balls and said, well, can we see this information? Like, where's this information coming from? Like, where's the science? Like, what doctor, what university?
They don't show you any.
Oh no, you're not privy enough to know where we're getting. Just trust us. We're the government. We have your best interests in mind. Bullshit!
Exactly, dude. Devin Doolin. Again, go watch this kid on Instagram. Cracks me up. He is the He just said, as a person that is in the in the school system, they are teaching us to think like the Democrats. Exactly.
Being programmed.
You're getting
bud.
indoctrinated in our liberal educational. It's like I said about the whole racism thing.
I did a video on that over the summer about how colleges and schools are indoctrinating our kids, and instead of teaching them to think
So
for
do we,
themselves,
Devin. We get it in our school.
and instead of them to teach them to think for themselves, they're telling them what to think, not how to think.
Yeah.
It's what to think. Orange man bad, no matter what. You need to do this, you need to do that. Luckily, I already pre-programmed my kids, which
Yeah, and like,
sounds a little fucked up. I did, but I didn't. I taught them to think for themselves. And luckily, both of them two are smart enough to know, that this is all garbage anyway.
but it's like my cousin here just said, ask the maskers if they'll carry a gun to protect us. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
okay.
They'll say, yeah, exactly. Because my mask is supposed to protect him, and his mask is supposed to protect me.
I took my gun off, so we're fucked.
Well, how fucked up is that? I mean, it's like
I was in Lowe's today without the face diaper on, right? And I won't say the town or whatever because I want to get. Because the thing is like, and I spoke about this on the last video we did last week, where most of the people that I run into that have to wear them work for a big fucking, like Lowe's, big box store. They're forced to wear, or
Exactly, Simon.
they're not going to be able to go to work. And I've cashed out with this woman a number of times, a company card, whatever, and she's like, hey, you should sign up for this, the Lowe's card, get this % off and ding dang whistle bark. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. And they had the fucking plexiglass up, and she's got a face dive. She just pulls it down on her chin so that way I can fucking hear her talk. Real life, not this fucking bullshit.
well, it's like watching football.
Fuck.
How many of you laugh when there's a penalty and you watch the referee pull down his mask
Holding.
to hit his little mic button and go, yeah, holding on number 78 on the offense, 10-yard penalty, and then put his mask back up?
What about that? I don't know the guy's
Well, I
name.
mean, what the
But
fuck?
It's kicking around the socials, the social medias. There's this politician douchebag that was coming out to give this big speech to the lamestream media, and he didn't know the camera was on, and it shows him in the background pulling a fucking Chinese-made face diaper out of his pocket, putting it on his
Yep,
face,
saw that today.
walking out to the podium, and then taking it off like he had it on all fucking
which
day.
was from here to the door, which is about, what's that, 15 feet?
And you wonder why I'm not wearing the shit.
And you wonder why, Devin, you guys are getting indoctrinated in the school, because you don't see that other than when they fuck up and then show it to us where the dickhead
Who's calling?
Jacob's calling you. Who's Jacob?
That'd be my son.
Well,
Where's my son? I gotta take this. I'll be right back.
so, that's what they're doing is they're indoctrinating you kids to think that, this is the only way that it's gotta be. You gotta listen to these people. Well, bullshit. I'm so sick and tired of that. Chelsea, if you called me, I wouldn't answer. So, because you would fuck up my screen and I wouldn't be able to see anybody. So now if any of you got anything to say, I gotta really squint to see it on my phone. Because he took what I was reading your comments off of. Oh, so now I got my big finger in the way. 100% right, Jeff. I don't know. Sounds like you're talking amongst yourselves or something. But Murphy, you're putting up weird shit again. Weird emojis again, Murphy. Come on, stop. And Jody, you asked earlier if there's going to be any farming talk on this thing. No, not really, because it's barn talking with Jim. Okay, yeah, talking about Jeff, you talking about the paddle in the school. That's when things went wrong. Exactly. I can remember our middle school over here, our principal had a freaking paddle that was about that thick. And the worst part was when you got your ass beat in school, then you got home, and when you're getting your ass off the bus at the end of the driveway, your father's standing at the door snapping his belt, waiting for you. Isn't that like one of them double jeopardy things or something? You're going to get your ass beat twice for something? Holy shit, that one went through fast. Know what that eggplant means? Yeah, I know, Murphy and his eggplant. Cole, same, they're indoctrinating us in school, and there's a select group of us that absolutely don't care about their democratic beliefs and have proved them wrong countless times. Yeah. Well, I hope there's a lot more kids that are, like he said, I don't know what the proper word would be, convinced his kids, or he taught his kids, just like we do Chelsea, to know the difference between the bullshit they're trying to feed you and reality. And you hope they learn. You hope they, resist the bullshit. But it's like, our local rag, and I know you're still watching, Mr. Executive Editor. So you can go tell the legislators that I did another video. Whatever. What are you going to do to me? Anyways, they stopped printing my letters to the editor. I wrote one here, I don't know, a month or better ago, where I did the statistics. Now, these statistics are off of the CDC website, not the Andy Dennison website. 2018, there was 2.839 million people that died in the United States from all causes. Just 2.839 million people died. 2019, there was 2.855 million people that died. 2020 through October, like the third week of October is when I read this statistic, there was 2.279 million people that had died. Well, do the math. That means we need about 600,000 more people to die in November and December just to equal last year. But yet there's supposedly 300,000 COVID deaths gonna happen. Right there. I mean, what a crock of shit. Is it a major medical miracle that everybody has stopped dying from everything else in this country? It's so sickening. And like you said, Devin, these school systems that are trying to do, our local school system sent a letter out wanting to know if parents would okay for students to voluntarily test. Nope. Chelsea ain't getting tested. It's kind of like in our county. The last 2 clinics, we'll call them, that we've done were for, and this is how they were advertised this way. These clinics are for people who do not have any symptoms. If you do have symptoms, don't come to these clinics. Who is Devin? I'm not going to get tested at all. Good, kid. If you ain't got symptoms, why the fuck would you get tested? They're just trying to skew the numbers is what it is. That's exactly what they're trying to do. So I don't get it. I mean, and the people that go along with this shit, boy, this is tough reading it. Hey, John Stevens is in, but your thing just disappeared in a heartbeat. Jeremy, the schools all lean liberal, and if you speak up, they send you home. Will you give me back my goddamn reader?
Well, the oldest child just joined the I Hit a Fucking Deer Club in New York.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Ford tough, baby. Only took out a marker light. Hell yeah.
All right, what do I do here? I lost my...
I don't know what we did. It's right. Isn't it all right there?
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, here we go. We got some people here. Welcome to live chat.
Oh, dang.
Where the
Number 4.
I gotta go back to...
And one back. Yeah. What were we talking about? Did I miss anything cool?
So that's what your kid called for because his older brother smacked a deer?
No, my oldest son hit a deer. Cracked the grill and maybe a blinker. So I'm like, yeah, we don't need to call the cops and we don't need to get the insurance involved. We'll just fix that. But yeah. Welcome to upstate New York where we can't find a venison out in the fucking woods with a gun, but they'll just run right in front of a fucking pair of headlights at 55. What the fuck, man? Ron White had a really cool stand-up about that one time.
Yeah, exactly, John. I went back and looked at yours, John Stevens, Maple Grove Farms. Go check him out on YouTube, too. Not one person in 2019 or 20 died from heart disease or influenza or anything. Exactly. Nobody's dying from anything.
Elon, here's one for you. Elon Musk, he's a bit of an eccentric dude, but I like him. He's cool. He took 4 COVID tests in a row.
Yep.
2 out of the 4 came back positive. And even this guy's...
Same nurse gave it to him.
And this guy's a brain. Dude sent rockets into outer space by himself pretty near. So, dude's fucking smart. And even he's like, Something's fucky here. And then he moved his entire, Tesla business out of California because
All right.
fuck California.
So
And where'd he go? Texas.
Andy, do you think no one is dying from COVID in upstate New York? No.
No.
I've never said that. Do I think people die from COVID? Yes. Do I think 277,000 or whatever that they've said have died from COVID? No. It's just, it's a prime example like the story I told earlier of the guy who had Parkinson's and was in hospice. No. My accountant, won't name names like usual here, and buddy of his said, because he told me this story, that I think it was a parent, I don't know whether it was a mother, father, whatever, whoever. I think they died of like a heart attack or something. The fucking hospital asked if they could put COVID on the death certificate.
What?
I know of a drug overdose, person that overdosed. COVID was on the fucking death certificate. Yes, there are people dying from COVID, but when you go into a hospital, you don't have COVID, you're severely ill, like gonna need to go to hospice type ill, and now all of a sudden you've got COVID, then I guess the fucking hospital gave it to you, right?
Or the hospital's just picking up the check.
Well, exactly. So, but are there people that die from COVID? Yes.
I mean, well, think about it. During the first lockdown, the hospitals are not making no money. I was working through the lockdown, and my customer's eldest daughter was a nurse, and she got laid off. I thought the hospitals were being overran. That's when I started like questioning things. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we were doing 15 days or 14 days to flatten the curve so the hospitals don't get overrun with sick and dying. And his daughter is a registered nurse, not just an RN. She's the real deal Holyfield. And she got laid off from a hospital because they don't have the money. So why wouldn't they? If the state or the federal government's handing out checks left and right for COVID this and COVID that, why wouldn't they try to keep their lights on and pay their fucking bills?
But here's my point. Okay, I'm going to read John. You make a good point. Water and fruit have tested positive. It's a virus that is, if it's so deadly and can be spread by water droplets out of your breath, why do you have to have, the thing shoved up your fucking nose to your brainstem?
That's what I wanted
to do it. But, and this Sawyer Rob, he says, well, your wife's been here. She's a nurse. She's been here for months. Yeah, I'm not saying there's no COVID patients. But again, 330 million people, 300,000 supposedly died from COVID, or is going to. That's 0.001% or something. How many people, here's a statistic I looked up because I look shit up before I talk about it. I think it was 25 and under. It was either 25 or 30 and under. There's been over almost 18,000 people that have died from drug overdoses. There's been about 3,000 have died from COVID because those people, that age group, had some severe things wrong with them. Does anybody give a shit about the drug overdoses and the suicides that are going on? How about the 8th or 9th grade kid that we saw, but not on the major news networks the other day, who fucking blew himself away during a Zoom meeting, school Zoom meeting?
Are you fucking shitting me?
Well, how about the one on Laura Ingraham the other night? The parent that was on, his son who was in 11th grade or whatever, committed suicide. We're fucking up our kids, something horrible, because of this bullshit. I mean,
I watched this doctor, this guy, he's a doctor. And he said from the age of 18 to 0, you can literally count the alleged COVID deaths on two hands worldwide. Worldwide. The entire ball of dirt on two hands.
39 million people have recovered from it worldwide.
So, because he was talking about, they brought up the protests or whatever. And he's like, well, if you look at the protests, most of them are like in the 30s and below, whatever. Those people, yep, they'll probably recover no problem. So this is the first virus in world history that we quarantine healthy people. So if you're more susceptible, if you have an underlying problem, or if you're just scared, whatever, quarantine, stay home, whatever. If you're not scared of it, then go let me live my life. If someone wants to go out to a restaurant, let the restaurant be open. Let them do whatever safety measures they need to do. I don't know how many videos of business owners I've seen across America. I watched this one woman, she was sobbing. I can't remember what state she was from. She owned a restaurant. She built one of the outside-inside things. So basically, you're not allowed to have patrons inside, but you can put up a tent, an enclosed tent that looks like a building outside.
Go look at my Instagram post earlier. That's what
And
I
that's
posted.
fine. Health department comes through, shuts her down, literally across the parking lot, not 20 to 30 feet from her little outside-inside tent structure bullshit, with some other shit for a theater, and they were fine. They were fine. This woman was in tears. She's like, this is my livelihood. This is my entire fucking life. 8 million people have been pushed into poverty because of these lockdowns and all these sanctions and bullshit. But meanwhile, we got 2 million positive COVID tests. I haven't heard any death numbers yet in America. But is it worth it?
Exactly, Kevin.
Is it worth it?
This is a ploy to get Harris and Pelosi in. And exactly.
And then it'll all go away.
Last
It'll
November,
all be better.
when this channel started, I think the first video came out December 4th. Thanksgiving time is when my combine was buried on the mug.
Chuck.
My cousin, Ronnie, was sicker than a dog before me. Thank you, you fucker, because you gave it to me when we went to Axel's birthday party, I'm sure. And then I was sicker than a bastard. They had me on antibiotics for 20 days, couldn't figure it out. And now, if you've noticed, the Red Cross has found COVID antibodies in blood from last fall.
Really?
And there's a lot of people who have said that they had that wicked sickness. And I have, I've got a deviated septum from when I broke my nose when I was younger, and I got horrible allergies. So I know what it's like to, hack up the nastiest snot when my allergies are bothering me. But when I had that, it felt like your fucking lungs were coming out of your chest because it was that dry heave cough that they say comes with COVID.
I'm pretty sure the oldest
And
boy had it.
yeah, there's a lot of people that think they had it last November and
He was still going
December.
to college at the time, and it was Christmas break. He came home, and even though now he's 20, he fixed to be 21 next summer, but both my boys are, older. One's 17, one's 20. They still do a week at my house and a week at their mom's house because
See you later, Mike.
it's just their schedule. But at any rate, last December, when the oldest one was still in college and it was Christmas break, he came home, and I'm about 99% sure he had it. He was coughing his ass off like a 90-year-old
Well,
fucking smoker.
Jeremy just says here that his daughter had 105 temperature for 4 days at Christmas last year, and the doctor said it was a virus and let it run its course.
Yep.
Isn't that usually
Yep.
what a virus does?
Yep.
But
That's what the ex-wife took the oldest boy to the doctor, and that's exactly what they said. Basically, go home, drink water, take a knee and drink water. It's a new virus. This is in December, mind you.
Yeah.
It's a new virus that's kicking around, so just let it run its course.
and if you look what Barb just said, yeah, she followed me around with a Lysol and a spray and wipes when I was sick.
Luckily,
Okay,
I-
Kevin, you're a guy to talk to because you're into this. You work in the industry. He says, I know from looking around at hospital data across the state, all of a sudden flu numbers don't exist. Just
that-
total bullshit. No
kinda
way the
funny.
flu just disappeared. Exactly. Devin says he's pretty sure he had it after
Well,
New
no.
Year's last year. He was
No,
sick
it's
for
because
2 weeks.
everyone's wearing masks and social distancing. That's why there's no flu. But COVID numbers are through the roof, right? Get that fuck out.
Yeah.
Well-
No, I've never said that COVID doesn't exist. It does. But
There's
if you
all
can,
sorts of things that exist that we're
But-
human. I did this in one of my videos. We have human bodies. We're susceptible to things. People die of all sorts of shit every fucking day. There's people that are dying of way worse things in way bigger numbers than COVID. Is it worth shit canning everything? I'm military programmed. The group is more important than the one person. Sounds super horrible.
and
Sorry.
we're the opposite here with Cuomo.
Yeah.
One life is
One
too
life
many.
is too many. Sorry. But that doesn't I even had a buddy of mine, he's like, well, what if your parents got it, whatever? And I'm like, that would be horrible.
Exactly, John. I read that.
And you know what?
About ivermectin.
They'd have to call all the sheriffs in town to get me to not go in that fucking hospital room. And I think that's the worst, is that family members weren't able to see their dying family members. That's fucking
Well,
garbage.
My father, who those of you who've been with me, well, since about the beginning, knew last year, I don't know, what was it, Barb, December and January, or January and February? 2 months in a row he had pneumonia. He was just in the hospital here a couple weeks ago for 7 days, pneumonia in both lungs again. That old fucker just keeps surviving. It's amazing. He's home now, doing pretty good. But
Can't keep an old farmer down.
yeah, but my point is, he's 88 years old. Okay, our local hospital here in our county of 78,000 roughly,
From the Auburn.
right now has 14, I think it is, in the last email I got from the health department, 14 people hospitalized for COVID. Whenever we have a death, it's always written, you know, we lost another one of our neighbors, but 90-year-old person who was in the hospital, got COVID, and there could have been underlying conditions. But
Could have been.
due to the privacy for the family, which I'm good with, it should be, this is all we're going to say about it.
Could have been.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't want to sound unsensitive here, but fucker was 90, man. You could trip, fall, break a hip. That's gonna fucking kill you.
the point is, the statistic I showed or told you earlier, where almost 18,000 people have committed, or drug overdoses, we'll call them, because they weren't all suicides, obviously, from the age group of like 25 and under, and only 3,000 people in that age group have died from COVID, because they obviously had issues. So, does anybody give a shit about
No.
the people that are killing themselves, the people that are
But-
overdosing?
But our politicians are following the science.
Yeah, the science that they have not yet shown you.
But we can't show you the science because, then you'll know.
And if we can come up with a vaccine in 10 months, that's 95%,
For the most deadliest
Yeah, the
virus
deadliest
on the face
virus.
of the planet.
why
What are
can't we
doing
get one for
cancer?
flu? Yeah, and the flu.
AIDS, the flu, and the other. How about fucking? Oh wait a minute. Do we have anything for tuberculosis?
Yes, Kevin, it is. The average age of deaths for COVID, last I read, was like 76 or 77. It's basically what the average age that we're supposed to live to, like around 77,
Especially if you're
78.
male and you live in upstate New York.
Well, how do you think it's going to work when we go to socialized medicine? Because I got a news flash for you. Those of you that are 70 or 80 years old and have the same issue that he has at 45,
Might better go out back. And
he's
go
going to
hunting.
get that surgery. You're not.
Might better go out back and go hunting one more time. If you know what I mean. Socialism.
Dirty Eric, it's 4 a.m. where you are. Yeah, go to bed, dude. Holy shit.
Fuck. You stayed up that late. You drinking? Way cool if you were. It's almost Magnum time.
It's 20:55 here, yeah.
Damn near
Jack
Magnum-
Sack,
damn
I'm
near
77, so take it easy. Yep, same to you.
Magnum. Fuck yeah, bud.
Rusty old micro farm, controlled demolition, yep.
Like, why
AIDS was a BS story,
Here's
too.
a question for you all. Why is your computer nerd so invested in a vaccine? Like, this guy's made gazillions of fucking dollars from a computer, but all of a sudden now he gives two shits about everybody and he's all about this vaccine shit. That's the kind of, it just kind of doesn't sit right with me. Like, if I had a gazillion dollars and I was that dude, I wouldn't give, I mean, not to sound selfish, but I wouldn't give two fucks about anybody. I'd buy me an island and say, fuck everyone, I'm out of here. Why? Why? And then he's been on record talking about population control. Like, there's videos you can see of Bill Gates talking about population control. And he's a big pusher of this vaccine that they just cranked to market in 9 months. I'm all set. I have enough government fucking vaccines flowing through my veins for the last 20-something years in the military. I'll fucking pass. Nope.
There you go. I love this. Mr. Bill says lower the speed limit to 10 miles an hour, outlaw air travel, and Little Debbie cakes if it'll save one life. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wrap themselves in bubble wrap
But
right now.
But Cuomo has said this in one of his everyday fucking
The Emmy
Award-winning
fucking
bullshit
midday
things that he gives
shit
us all in
show
New
talk.
York, that one life is too many lost.
Oh.
So we're doing this
Pulling
to be
at the
good neighbors
heartstrings of
to
everyone.
save, every
Oh.
life.
Thank you, Mr. Cuomo. You
You're
cared
killing-
so much.
You fucking killed more people by
5,300 elderly
putting them
people.
back into nursing homes, you dink.
Gave you the boat. You had all that fucking room in the Javits Center. None of it was fucking used.
Yeah.
And
How
how many fucking respirators?
about the ship that
That's what I was talking
he
about.
bitched about and
The USS Discomfort.
yeah, and then
I've been on it. It's a fucking dump. Sorry, Navy. Any Navy guys out there? Sorry, but, I didn't like it none. I got to stay 2 nights on the USS
oh yeah,
Comfort.
Seth, yeah, they've regulated everything here, like soda size
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah. We're gonna be like
Hey,
California and
we
do away
still
with
have
straws
plastics.
and
We still have plastic straws.
they're
y'all.
working on it because right now we're getting rid of styrofoam. And we have a plastic bag ban now too. No more plastic bags.
So let's just kill some more fucking trees.
So no more plastic. This is a good one. No more plastic bags when you go to the grocery store. Okay, you got to buy the ones with the handles. You can get them at the
5-cent
grocery
paper bag.
store or use your paper bags. But when COVID come out, because Barb has them, the big ass ones with the handles, they made you stop using them and they went back to plastic bags because people don't wash those bags. So they didn't want them bringing germs back into the I mean, how fucked up are we? Really? I mean, we run around in circles chasing our tail trying to come up with the science that we're going to tell everybody. But the sad part is
I've eaten
50% of this country is believing the bullshit.
I have eaten food off the desert floor 20 plus years ago. Like, the human body's decently tough.
Yes, Cuomo wants to cancel Christmas. They
Fuck you!
They started all this bullshit before Thanksgiving. Because do you like how they keep saying
Do as
the Thanksgiving surge is coming? Well, wait a minute. You're
It's
telling
December
us
now.
if I got it today, I would be showing symptoms within 10 to 14 days. It's the fucking, what is today, the 11th or 12th of December?
Something like it. It's 11.
It's been,
Holy
okay, the Thanksgiving surge should already be here, folks.
Propaganda. Stir the pot. Get everybody scared. Keep your eyes glued to that garbage fucking media.
Whatever happened to we the people?
That got shit.
3 words that don't mean dick anymore in this country.
They're no longer.
Exactly,
scared
field
of
guide.
us.
They keep moving the target to keep you confused.
Yep.
So,
Pay no mind to what's going on over here with China or whatever. I liked it better when I was
yeah, the blue
politically-
wave, Jeremy.
when I was politically retarded. Now that I have just a small glimpse of what's going on in the world, it just infuriates me to no end.
Yeah, the middle of the game, and they're changing the rules. Exactly.
They always change the rules.
Fosse does that. It's like it's the bottom of the ninth, the home team's up, they're down by 1, but you only get 2 strikes for an out, and you only get 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Sorry, we're changing it now. I mean, it's just, I'm done with it. All right, it's been 2 hours, and I'm starting to lose my
Oh,
voice.
Fuck, 2
So,
hours?
I guess
The wife's gonna think I got lost.
the key to this is go over to Jimmy's channel, Barn Talking, subscribe. Let's get him to 1,000 so we can start doing these Barn Talking ones on his channel. Yes, we'll do some more together on mine to keep it going, but let's get it to his.
And if I get, if there's a lot of traffic or whatever, I'll get my ass in gear and I'll get back out in the barn. I'll make it a point to try to get in the barn weekly and.
Oh, he'll do his own still.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know.
I could yell a lot more. I don't want to. I mean, it echoes like crazy.
Yeah, Zip, you said we got to do this every week. Yeah, I don't know about that.
We're old.
We'll see. We'll see.
mean, I'll look at, like I said, I'll find a little nugget on the social media or
What is
some garbage and it'll just
today?
infuriate me. It's Friday.
I know.
All day. The 11th.
Shut up. It's the 11th. All right. So
Who uses a paper calendar still?
I get them from John Deere. So
You get everything from John Deere.
So
Look in
two-
the background.
so 2 Fridays from now is Christmas.
No shit.
All right.
Good thing
So
I'm all done.
maybe we'll do another one next Friday. If not, we'll plan on doing one in January.
Not
Maybe
to
the-
sound, not to sound like a YouTuber, we'll see where the numbers are at.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't care what
See
the
where the
numbers
comments
are
are
at.
at.
Hey, I'm impressed that we had
Let's see if we don't get shit canned. How about that?
we had over 70 people in here pretty much
I'll
the
be-
whole night.
I haven't talked to more than 70 people since I was in the Army giving some bullshit class.
And if you haven't pushed the thumbs up yet, do it.
Smash
So,
that like button.
all right. So best 2 hours I've had in a good while. Thanks to both of you. Well, thanks, Simon.
Or I guess we're better than the lamestream media.
All right, you doing anything next Friday?
That's like a week from now. I can't answer that question.
Let's put it this way. If next week in the middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you see me post something, you see him post something, maybe we'll do one next Friday again, and then we
Tell
probably
your friends.
then
Let's get 140 people.
then we-
Fuck, let's get 200
then we
people.
probably won't do anything till after, New Year's and all that
Christmas.
stuff.
Christmas. It's called fucking Christmas. Not the have a happy holiday.
but
have
I
a
mean-
happy holiday. What?
We won't do one after next week if we do, because that way we can get past Christmas, New Year's, and all that shit. So
I'll be hungover.
for all you Cuyahoga County people that I know have been on, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, stay with me.
You can be a
you
co-
too, Mr.
You
Executive
can be a closet
Editor.
liker.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you don't have to speak in here. If you'd like to, you can, because
Please
now that
do.
I know
I want to conversate. I would love to know where my tax dollars are being spent. in
now
this
that I
county.
know how to give wrenches out, I plan on giving out more next time, and they can just slap your ass into timeout if you say something stupid. But
No. I want to talk to dummies.
no,
Well, at least,
yeah.
I talk to myself.
Come to our meetings. All right, everybody. Here.
How's it going?
We're out of here. Maybe we'll see you next week. We'll let you know.
Take it easy, y'all.
I got to figure out how to turn the son of a bitch off now.
X? Is there an X?
Okay, we'll push the X, see what happens. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?